Welcome to MINDSHOCK. This is your host, Bruce McGuire. And I will be examining something I don't believe anybody has examined. The role of the one and only Howard Stern in the fall of America. The spiral into degeneracy, which some would say accelerated quite rapidly in the 80s and 90s. How much of a role did this individual, some call him debaucherous, degenerate, perhaps piece of filth would be an accurate description. But how much role did Howard Stern play? And what is really going on with some of these celebrity interviews? Is it all humiliation ritual? What is the purpose here? Is it simply to infect the minds of the listeners? Children, teenagers, young men. Just the infection of these sodomistic concepts. It's just degeneracy across the board. Money, drugs, indulging the flesh in various degenerate and debaucherous ways. How much of a role does Stern play? Is it all by design? Is it all some kind of Illuminati conspiracy? We will be examining all of this and more in typical MINDSHOCK fashion with logic and reason at the forefront. Unlike anyone else out there attempting not to fall for any logical fallacies. If you want to help support the podcast, you can donate to our PayPal. Check the link in the description. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Patreon. Patrons do get priority for case topic, logical analysis, co-podcaster requests. You could also be a guest in the podcast depending on your tier. Questions, comments, theories, thoughts, suggestions, rebuttals, debunkings of any kind, leave them in the comments section. Unless, of course, you're with us here live, drop them in the live chat. I'll try to get to all of them. And you could also become a YouTube member right here on YouTube. Help support the channel that way. So, a lot of people say, oh yeah, Stern was kind of crazy back in the day. No. There's a difference between poor taste humor and what Stern did. Unless you have listened to some of these interviews recently, I don't think anyone is really prepared to the extent of the degeneracy. And in a post-Epstein era, you really have to raise an eyebrow. You have to more than raise an eyebrow at some of these comments and what prompted him to make them. We will be examining his interview with Sarah Michelle Gellar, or Gellar, today. The infamous vampire, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And it's actually kind of curious because she just put out recently, I don't know if it was yesterday, that the Buffy the Vampire Slayer remake, reboot, whatever, is no longer happening. Now, this was not planned. I actually had this episode already ready to go. And this one was actually scrubbed from the internet. A lot of these interviews have been scrubbed from the internet. So I've been going through some lengths to find them. They aired on Hollywood, on the E Network. And that was prime time, right? Didn't they air these on I forgot what channel it was. Was it prime time or basic cable? And so this was this was broadcast far and wide, quite popular. And I don't know, it's like there's almost an inside gag where everybody thinks Howard Stern is cool and everybody listens to Stern. Where I'm not sure that was even true. And you have some of these celebrities which actually seem kind of semi-normal, dare I say. This interview is from... There were actually two dates given, but... it was 2002, June 2002. So, quite popular. These are A-listers going on the podcast. Now, I don't know I mean, it's almost like Howard got a kick out of humiliating A-listers. And why they went along with this, I do not know. I do not know. On a recent live, I think I went over when Britney Spears called into the show, and that was quite disgusting. But yeah, he's made a career out of these long interviews. And yeah, I really don't think people have a proper recollection of the degenerate depths that this man went to. I mean, it's almost, I don't want to use the word impressive, because I mean, obviously this guy has no talent. He's not funny. He can't act. He has zero talent. So I think everybody knew that person in like high school or college. Back in the day, they were called edgelords online. An edgelord who just says shocking things for attention because they have no actual intelligence or substance of any kind. So the only way they can get attention or recognition of any kind, because they just have no value as a human being, they have to be shocking. And it's like a competition of what can you say that is the most shocking. And so, like, I guess you could say Stern was one of the original edgelords. But instead of some giant fat guy, he was like this rail thin soy goof. A gooftard, if you will. So let's get this going. April in the chat saying Stern is a disgusting lying loser. Lying? Interesting. So I actually, it seems to me like he was honest about what kind of scum he was. That's actually one of the things I find interesting, actually, is how accurately Stern describes himself. Because he is so self-deprecating, but almost not for humor, almost just in an honest way. Like, it's almost like he realizes what kind of scum he is. He's almost shocked people want to associate with him. And I find that very interesting. And also, the way that he drops certain pieces of information, which, again, I don't know, we're going to have to, this is going to be a long series because people are just not prepared. I've mentioned this before. I'm always looking at the linchpins for the collapse of the West and America. So, obviously, Beverly Hills 90210 was major in the, just the degeneracy spiral that the U.S. has not recovered from. And I've talked about this before, where season 1 could be semi-wholesome, like Dawson's Creek, Gilmore Girls, all these other shows. I think Beverly Hills 90210 was major. I mean, everybody talks about Sex and the City, but that came later. Beverly Hills 90210 was like, that was the real descent, where they're openly marketing towards like preteens and early teens, trying to normalize promiscuity and materialism, narcissism, etc. And then you had other shows. Now, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is actually very interesting, too. How much of it is occult satanic filth? And how much of it is, like, genuinely good-hearted entertainment? Let's not fall for false dichotomy logical fallacies. I don't think it's that simple. I think a lot of people involved genuinely were just trying to make, entertaining material of the supernatural persuasion. And season 1 was actually kind of entertaining. I think they worked in a lot of the degenerate filth later on, and all the satanic, occult, all of that stuff. The Illuminati propaganda. I don't know how present it was in season 1. I haven't watched the show in a really long time. I remember it was quite obvious in the later seasons. It's almost like Hollywood might allow artists and filmmakers to kind of do their own thing, season 1, but once it gets popular, it gets co-opted and infiltrated just like anything else once they realize that it could have an effect on the masses. Welcome, South to West, Scott Hawkins, Christopher Allen, Flat Bob. So, yeah, this, again, this is very mind-shocking, because I remember watching some of Stern way back in the day, because just to see what the hoopla was all about. Like, this guy's haha funny. It was mostly degenerate filth, but I actually, the degenerate filth that I watched actually wasn't even close to the most degenerate filth this guy has produced. Not even close. And so the popularity of Stern, was it all by design? Who are his handlers and string pullers? We'll be examining all of this and more. But one of the one of the most interesting aspects of Stern is where else could you see these kinds of, shall we call them raw conversations, or is that being too generous to Stern, with Hollywood A-listers? Nobody talked to them like this, except Stern. And so this is Sarah Michelle Gellar, 2002, practically at the height of her popularity. So let's get going here. This one was scrubbed from the interwebs, so here it is. Bruce McGuire always finds the receipts.
You shave completely?
Wax.
Everything. You shave completely?
Wax.
Everything.
That
Oh, you're bald.
Brazilian thing, huh?
Ay vey, you must look like a little baby when you're in bed.
I told you this was bad. Not only is that where he wants to take the conversation, that's what E played as the intro, as the highlight at the beginning. Wrap your head around that.
Oh, disgrazia!
Sarah, how's it going?
It's good. I have a cold.
What do you got there?
A little doggy and a doll for Howard.
Oh, is that a doll of you?
It's a doll. You can do whatever things he wants to it. Which way am I going?
This way, follow
This
me.
way.
That's a weird thing to say.
Oh, I'm following you. You think I'd be able to figure this out, huh? Follow the cameraman?
Sarah Michelle Gellar, not Gellar.
Gellar.
Gellar, I've been corrected. I'm the only one that buys into Sarah Michelle Gellar's pronunciation on her name.
Really? Everybody else still calling her Gellar?
I see every interview with her, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
And she doesn't correct that.
No,
It's spelled Gellar.
it's Gellar.
You want a hand with this?
No.
Okay, all right.
Take my doll. Robin said, did you bring Scooby? I brought Scooby.
I'm anxious to speak to her. I find her highly attractive.
She's a cute little broad.
Oh, you look hot. Look at you. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so cute. How you doing, baby?
I'm better.
You're better.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Do whatever you want with it.
This is
that?
your Scooby-Doo doll. Well, they made an action figure out of you, huh?
Oh, you
That's
have
a
a doll?
cute chick.
See, but it doesn't look like Sarah. It looks like Barbie.
It does look like Barbie.
It's-
But I'm on the back.
Let me see.
So, not that, I mean, she's 25 here, not that he hasn't had these conversations with like 18, 19-year-olds, but so the other thing that's kind of weird, I've talked about this before, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. Some people always go for, certain conspiracists are always going to, oh, it's all of them in Hollywood. It's all of them. I don't think so. I think there are a select few that are genuinely good-hearted people, and that's part of the game that these corrupt scum, they want to corrupt the good-hearted. So they actually, part of the game to these people is to corrupt the few good apples that are there. And that's part of the game. Welcome, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump.
Is it a Barbie?
Yeah, it's a Scooby-Doo Barbie.
Oh, okay.
Do you get a piece of the action on every doll?
No.
Why? Oh, come on.
I
it's
don't.
Barbie.
Because Scooby merchandise has been around for a very long time.
So in the movie, you just get a flat fee, and then if the movie does well, you get a couple of points?
You know what else is weird? Like, Stern always wants to ask everybody about money. Like, just the materialistic, narcissistic indulgence I mean, that's all Stern is. Like, there's no actual substance there. There's no actual humanity. But what's weird is he expects all of these people to answer all of these intimate questions about themselves and their bank accounts. Whereas he might do the same on the, on the personal life side. But he doesn't answer questions about his own finances, but he expects everybody to just answer all of his.
No, I'm not famous enough to get points yet. One day.
We were talking about that, actually, whether or not you're famous enough to get points.
No, not yet.
Here's something. Here's
But I'm going
something.
to have Howard pitch for my next movie, so hopefully I'll do better.
Well, here's the thing, though. The Buffy the Vampire show is so popular with teens
Yes.
that they can get those kids to go see Scooby-Doo with Sarah in it. I think she's got some clout. But here's a weird thing that I realized about you.
What?
You're part of an organization that is for boycotting filming in Australia because they use cheap labor.
Oh, the Runaway production.
Yeah. But that Scooby-Doo is filmed in Australia.
Yeah, they got me to sign that the day I got home. So technically it was all okay.
Right. So you're against filming in Australia, but you
Now.
filmed Scooby-Doo in Australia.
I'm against filming in Canada.
So the other thing that's weird here, I don't know. So she actually seems like she's one of the few like genuinely happy and not miserable people, or at least back during this time. So if you haven't checked out the Isaac Cappy episode I did, I just premiered it again. He named Seth Green, one of her close friends, as participating in these Illuminati satanic rituals. Is it possible she doesn't know about it? And I also, this is 2002. When did Cappy, I actually don't recall. Let me get the fact check on that. When Cappy accused Seth Green. So let me do that while I let this run to make sure we're as accurate as possible.
It's
Oh,
more
really?
about Canada.
Why is that, by the way?
Because I'd rather just be home.
Oh, that's the reason.
I'd rather just be home. It's laziness. No, because it takes production away from all the crew members that work so hard, and a lot of people are losing their insurance.
So you're not at the point in your career like Julia Roberts could say, I don't want to film in Canada. You do this production here in the United States.
Then they'd say, fine, we'll go do it without you.
Why are you wearing that big, bulky shirt? You should wear your tank top.
Because I'm cold.
It's not cold in here. Yeah, thank you.
I'll take
I mean,
it.
you don't have
Just
to wear.
for-
You're
only
wearing your.
for Howard.
Oh, good.
There you go.
Well, let's check this out.
Well, there's a Buffy shirt.
There you go.
Yeah, now that's
There you
cute.
go.
See, that's
Is
a
that
cute
better?
outfit.
Is
Yeah,
that a
that's
cute
better.
outfit?
I can see your bra though a little bit.
I have another tank top on underneath. I don't have a bra.
Oh, that's a tank top underneath that
Tank
shirt.
top underneath.
Does that shirt ever come off? You just walk around in a tank top?
Not in this weather.
No.
No.
Too bad.
Sorry.
You had your hopes up.
Fred,
Sorry. I hate to disappoint you.
Fred, build a fire in here so Sarah
Just
gets
all
very
start
warm.
stripping down.
Just start burning the studio.
How much longer do you think you're going to do Buffy? I would stick with that thing. You're good at it. It's successful.
I don't want it to go away.
I don't either. Are you thinking of leaving that?
Not yet. I mean, we sort of take it. The joke is we take it year by year. In the beginning of the year, we're like, yeah, let's do another season. If you ask me, like, middle of the year, I'm like, I can never do another day.
So Cappy alleged the incident with Seth Green at his Malibu house was March 19th, 2017. So it's way after this. So we don't really know. So if it's true, we don't know when Seth Green would have been initiated. So it is possible both Sarah Michelle Gellar and Seth Green are not involved in any Holly weird satanic occult rituals at this point. But it's actually, she's one of the rare so-called celebrities that actually seems bubbly and happy in general. So not that she can't be an actor. Obviously she is. But there's just there's a certain weirdness with most celebrities. She doesn't have that here yet. Although you can argue recent years, I don't know if I can make that determination. But back then in 2002, possibly not.
And then by the end of the year, we're always like, okay, let's do another year.
Why is that? Because you get sick of the same character?
No, it's grueling work. It's like 17, 18-hour days, 5
No
days
social
a week.
life?
I don't have a social life.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is a social life.
Thank
Remember?
God for him. I'd have no social life otherwise.
How old were you when you started on Buffy?
I was 17.
And you were no virgin at 17. I mean, you had your share of men.
She's Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, she had dated that kid from...
What a weird thing to say. To just accuse somebody like that outright, presupposing. Like, what? And the way that Robin goes along with some of this stuff, I mean, she's been called a traitor to her own gender. I mean, this is just basic humanity, though. Like, what kind of human would say that about another human?
Stand by me.
Who's that?
Corey Feldman?
This is like, yeah, Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman and I go way back.
Which kid? Jerry?
Yeah, I think his name was Jerry.
That guy had you? Jerry O'Connell had you?
We went to high school. We went to high school
vey.
together.
Try to be a little discriminating.
We went to high school together. We were friends.
If you had sex with him, I'm throwing you out of the studio right now.
Then I'm staying in the studio.
All right, then stay.
Then I'm staying. I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm not getting thrown out.
Because I deserve sex with you before he does. I want that.
Like, this is kind of a weird way to speak. I mean, regardless of whether you're a shock jock or not. I mean, just what a narcissistic. I mean, well, it's weird because on one side he says that, but he's usually self-deprecating and talking about how ugly and disgusting he is, both physically and morally. So it's kind of weird. So just for the record here, so she's 25. At the time of this interview, he is 48 years old here. So this is almost a 50-year-old man saying these things.
He's going to get
I
that.
think you'd have to fight Freddie for that one.
Now, did you ever date David?
David
To be
who?
honest?
Yeah.
Oh, Angel.
No, I didn't actually. I was really good friends with his stunt double, and so we used to go bowling all the time, and that's how all that started. But I never dated Boreanaz either.
Who believes her, actually? I think we need to look at some receipts. So here is an interesting photo that is not from the show. And so listeners can make their own determinations here. So, yeah, so this is just a random photo. Do friends sit together like this all the time? I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm not sure I've ever observed platonic friends sitting together like this. Also, here's another behind. We're doing MINDSHOCK TMZ. I'm just trying to get a baseline on her answers here. Her face is also kind of funny here. This is a behind the scenes photo. I don't know. Is that the type of photo you would take with your co-star for behind the scenes? Like, not during the shoot. Like, obviously, you do whatever you do on the scripted scenes, but this is like behind the scenes. Would a platonic friend hug you from behind like that, making those faces? What does Freddie Prinze Jr. think of this? Think of the existence of these photos? I don't know. I don't know. Is she lying? Christopher Allen says, at the time, this was really pushing the limits of what could be said on there. Said, have you seen what they did? I'm not even going to go over the episodes of what they physically did with some of those contests. Although we might have to go over the Wigger Olympics that Stern put on. I don't know. I don't know what went on there. I just saw the title of that. So she's saying no. But they were photographed together. I mean, this was kind of if you were around back then, like tabloids at the supermarket, they always had like photos of them. So, here's another photo. Why is this important? Because we have to get a baseline. I mean, that's got plutonic written all over it, doesn't it? Here's an image from a magazine. Yep, definitely plutonic. There's just no question, right? There's absolutely. But look at her expression when answering that question, though. The micro expressions always give it away. This reminds me of the, what's it called? The Brett Cooper Clav meme that went around. But just look at her face here when she's looking at him. I mean, that's got plutonic written all over it, doesn't it? We'll do one more. Definitely plutonic, right? I mean, that is as plutonic as it gets. It could not be any more plutonic. I mean, it's not possible to be more plutonic than this. Actually, there's a couple more here from their nightclub visits or whatever. Let me just replay this clip just because it's probably going to look a little funnier with these images on the screen.
And that, no, I'm ready for that one.
Now, did you ever date David?
David
To be
who?
honest?
Yeah.
Oh, Angel.
No, I didn't actually. I was really good friends with his stunt double, and so we used to go bowling all the time, and that's how all that started. But I never dated Boreanaz either.
Never had sex with Boreanaz.
Never had sex with Boreanaz.
No sex with Jerry O'Connell.
Nope.
Never kissed him.
Nope.
No.
We were good friends.
Were all your boyfriends not famous before Freddie?
Yeah, pretty much.
Guys you met what in high school and stuff?
High school and then working and stuff. Yeah. behind the scenes people.
Like grips and stuff.
A lot of grips, a lot of electrics.
How many grips did you go through?
Oh, 40, 50, 60, you know.
Key grips or just regular grips?
No, I go for all the grips.
Is it true that Freddie once?
All right, so she's definitely lying here. She is lying through their teeth. Through her teeth. Because since then... Well, actually, I don't know when... Huh. So in... So she might not have been lying about high school. So they were friends in high school. But even People magazine reported officially that they dated after meeting on the set of Scream 2. So apparently, this is kind of weird. So they both corroborated this since. So she's just lying all over the place on this interview. Make of that what you will. Receipts on screen in a second. I'm going to replay this whole section because this is kind of weird. So this has all apparently been corroborated by both of them since. They previously attended the same high school in New York. They were seen together in the late 90s, with O'Connell describing it as dating afterwards rather than during filming. They were together at the 1998 Primetime Emmy Awards. This interview is June 2002, by the way. So yes, it does not say that they dated in high school. So they dated 98 to 99 before Gellar went on to marry Freddie Prinze Jr. They reconnected while filming Scream 2, began dating soon after. Okay, so I don't know if she's corroborated this, but apparently he corroborated this in People.com. Okay, whatever.
Like he punched you in the eye, gave you a black eye.
You wearing panties right now?
Yes, I am.
Sometimes it's hard for me to think of you sexually.
She's hot.
Because you're like a young girl to me.
Oh.
Well,
You're
thank
like
you.
Buffy.
Oh, I go.
You're like Buffy. You do look much younger than 25.
Thank you.
Look
Are the
kind of
breasts real?
kinky. Yeah, the breasts are real.
Yeah?
She doesn't
Yeah.
have implants.
Take it easy, John.
Sometimes I wonder if you're like a dirty little girl who's got a clean-cut image, or do you ever get really down and dirty? I just wonder what your story is.
From Freddie, I got the impression she's a dirty little girl.
Do you dress up in outfits for him?
What kind of outfit?
Well, like lingerie, maybe like stockings.
Of course, lingerie. I love lingerie.
Really?
You ever relax and do some coke?
No.
You won't do coke?
No. Mm-mm, no drugs. No drugs.
If I tie you up and force it into your nose, you're going to do it.
No, I'm still not going to do it.
Howard, can I ask you one more?
Yeah, force coke on her.
Force.
I want to save your life. Do some
Coke's
coke.
passe.
Do you drink?
Drugs. Yes, I drink.
You do?
Yeah.
Smoke a little weed?
Nope.
What? Give me a wink if you do.
Nope.
I think you smoke a little weed.
No. I don't like anything that makes you hungry and paranoid. Those are two things, I don't need to be it.
Ever do ludes?
Nope.
Hash oil?
Nope.
Mushrooms?
Oil.
No.
Oh my.
For me, breathing makes me hungry and paranoid.
PCP?
I've never done drugs.
Do you take Prozac or anything?
No, I don't.
Would
it
you
might be
if you
fun
were
though.
her? Could I ask her a question? This is a rumor.
Go ahead.
Is it true that
Who is this weirdo? This guy's like a Temu Mark Wahlberg, isn't he? Like, he looks and talks kind of like Mark Wahlberg. Who is this guy? We got Temu Mark Wahlberg over here. Apparently, she also smoked cigarettes. I don't know. Is nicotine a drug?
Freddie once, when he was sleeping, like he punched you in the eye, gave you a black eye?
The hugest shiner you've ever freaking seen, just across the side of my
Was he
face.
really sleeping?
That happened
was
with
I
me.
asking
That
for
happened
it?
with me and my girlfriend.
Well, you
No.
had on a cast. Though.
I had a cast. I smacked her with the cast. I didn't know.
Did you really?
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sleeping.
I woke up, I looked in the mirror, and just on the right side of my face, just black and purple and like raised. It was
That's hot.
Oh dear.
I
It was
like
pretty
that.
nasty.
Did he say, you tell mad your at him? friend you fell down this step?
Howard likes domestic violence. Did you hear what he said? He said he likes that.
You tell your friend you fell down these steps,
Walked into a door.
Miss Gellar.
Yeah, let's all make fun of domestic violence.
Put on your
Told my
burqa.
friends I was asking for it.
So you don't have a little apartment here in New York?
I don't anymore. I had to give it up. I had a great rent-controlled apartment, $1,200 a month.
And they found you.
How many bedrooms?
2 bedrooms with a converted den.
Oh my
2
God.
bathrooms, and
Where was this?
and a garage spot.
Where was this?
77th and 1st.
Wow.
You're kidding.
And then I was trying to keep it up, and I moved to California trying to keep them both up, and the board sort of figured out what I was doing, and I really couldn't afford both anymore. And then I think it was like a month later I got Buffy.
Yeah, and now you're making some big bucks on Buffy, right?
I'm doing okay.
Why do you say that?
I'm not making any friends, though.
What do you get an episode? I'm surprised you're not, though. I mean, you're carrying the show. I mean, you're the reason.
Could you call? Actually,
No,
could you call?
I mean,
could you
but
call them and tell them? No, I'm not joking.
You don't get
seriously.
half a million an
You're
episode?
not making good
No?
money?
You don't make.
I make good money. I'm not complaining, but I could make more.
You make 200 an episode at least.
You know what I
You
read?
don't?
I read.
So some people just see this as kind of banter, but is it really just the promotion of materialism and narcissism on a massive scale? And that's Stern's role. That's his role in fulfilling this agenda in the descent into degeneracy.
In the paper, Howard.
Gotta be
in
kidding
the
me.
6 figures per episode?
And are you blonde all over? Go ahead, answer Robin's question first.
Everybody knows I'm not a blonde. Come on.
I don't know anything.
I'm my children. I'm a brunette.
You shave completely?
Wax.
Everything.
That
Oh, you're
Brazilian
bald.
thing, huh?
Ay vey, you must look like a little baby when you're in bed.
Oh, disgrazia.
But do you make
Now, before we get back to this debauchery, apparently it's reported that she made 150 to 350,000 per episode, so she might not have been lying about that. I began filming in 2002, so she possibly was making up to 350,000 per episode, so she wasn't lying when she said she doesn't make 500,000. So, yeah.
6 figures an episode?
She makes 80 G's an episode. I read that.
Is that right?
No kidding.
I'm not
Gee, I
answering
thought you were much higher paid than that.
Call my bosses. I'm not kidding.
80 grand an episode.
The
What's,
UPN
I'm not saying I make 80. I'm not saying what I make, but I mean.
Honey, are you shocked? You know
Compared to
about
what I
this.
thought
I read. Yeah, that's shocking. That's a hit show. It's been on forever. She
Yeah.
According to our research, she makes between $100,000 and $150,000 an episode. Is
So
that
what's that work out a year? How many episodes do you shoot? 20?
22.
22 times 100. That's $90 million.
Making $1 million a year?
I'm the Olsen twins.
What's that, $2.5 million?
yeah, about 2.5.
You know, I'm kind of shocked, actually, because while $2.5 million is great,
That's good money, but
but the world of TV to have a
how
hit,
often do you have a hit show?
would you sign a 10-year pact?
When I signed in blood, I should have known something was wrong.
Okay, that was kind of a weird thing to say.
If that show isn't, if you're not in there, that show's, but
When I signed in blood, I should have known something was wrong. When I signed in blood, I should have known something was wrong.
if that show isn't, if you're not in there, that show's
Is that a nod to selling your soul?
not in place.
Call him. I'm not kidding.
Well,
Howard.
I mean, I don't think
Call
that's
him.
my
Make
job. I
pitch.
think your agent's
Who
supposed to do
is your
that.
agent?
You know what I would do? I would move into the Friends apartment.
There you go.
I'm ready. I'll move
That
in.
comes with $1 million.
Seriously, Monica, move over. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Who do you think's worth more, her or Freddie?
Freddie.
No.
Fred Norris?
Freddie Prinze?
I know, I meant
Freddie
Fred
Prinze
Norris.
Jr., you think he's worth more than her?
Yes.
No way. No.
I think his
think
comic
so.
book collection is worth more than.
His
No.
comic book collection's worth more than a lot.
First of all, Freddie's not all that motivated. The guy doesn't, like, he'll take one movie a
He
year.
works all the time. He's got his father's money.
What
Oh, I
year-
forgot about that.
How long's that Buffy been on?
What do you think your
7
husband,
years.
7
your
years?
fiance is worth? Did you ever think about it?
He's priceless.
No, come on. What do you think he's worth financially? Do you think he's worth more than you? Have you ever had that
I
discussion?
think he's priceless.
Don't kid around with me here. This is serious. I'm trying to help you.
He's helping me.
What, so do you think he's worth more than you?
I don't know.
Does he got
You
over
know.
20 million?
In Puerto Rico, he is. Puerto Rico is like the Sultan of Brunei.
Yeah, but you got between 4 and 6 million for Scooby Doo. It was reported. That's a nice hunk of
No,
dough.
wait, I did not make that for Scooby-Doo.
Absolutely
Are you
did.
crazy?
It's in the newspaper.
Go read Entertainment. I did not make. I will tell you right now, I didn't make close to that for Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Howard, I
With points?
guarantee she gets back end points in that Buffy.
Yeah.
I don't. I promise you, Buffy, I do
I don't
not.
think in Buffy she does.
I
They got
promise
her.
you I do
They got
not.
her over the barrel
But you
because they signed her when she was off a soap
But don't
opera.
All right, so do you
Renegotiate
make a
stuff?
lot of money for the endorsement deal?
Oh, for Maybelline?
Yeah.
I do nicely for
Yeah.
Maybelline.
Supposedly she got 1.5 million for Scooby-Doo 1. And Scooby-Doo 2 was 4.5 million. But that would have been 2 years after this, so she got 1.5, supposedly. That's what was reported.
That's where you make
I
money.
do nicely for me.
I'll tell you what she
Finally,
gets
we're
for that.
finding some money.
I'll tell you what she gets for that. About $2 million, and all she has to do is shoot about
Yeah?
8-9 days a year.
That's good.
See, Howard, when Freddie was in here, you asked him, and he said, no, Sarah makes way more than that.
Sarah Michelle Gellar's got a lot of dough.
She's got tons of.
Who's got more?
I think Gellar's
I
got the
think
dough.
she's got the Maybelline deal, and that pays
And
her
the
like
TV
$30
money,
billion.
yeah,
Maybelline is
a
big.
week.
You don't realize how big Maybelline deal is.
I think she's actually the highest paid spokesperson, actually, period, for makeup.
For Maybelline.
For makeup, period.
In makeup, period. Yeah, I
Really?
think she's
Really?
like the #1 gun.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't believe
Oh,
it.
I believe
I
it.
believe
He
it's
makes-
a lie.
So this, supposedly her Maybelline contract was definitely was not reported publicly. So, yeah, can't find it.
He makes more in movie than I do. He's worth more in films. He makes
but-
He is hiding his money already.
It's all in Puerto
And
Rico.
there's no Freddie Prinze Sr. money. I don't think he got a
Sure
lot
he
of
did.
money.
She's going to man.
She going to man money.
Yeah, but
Never mind that. You shave completely? You're good at oral, I bet. What part of this do I have wrong?
I'm taking the fifth.
Oh, that's a yes. You shave completely?
Wax.
Everything. You wax completely, but doesn't some of it grow back in before you can wax again?
But who has to wax her? Who gets to do that?
Yeah, where do you go?
Freddie?
Legit.
No, where do you go? Do you get a Brazilian wax where, even the butt and everything gets waxed?
I've done that.
You have.
The butt wax.
But you don't have a lot of hair back there. No, I didn't think so.
But those women look for hair. They go searching.
They look for it, man. I'll tell you. They like their job because you would not see me doing that.
Naked, you must look so young, like a child.
That is
Okay, say what you will about the the degenerate, debaucherous talk, but why? See, I've heard some pretty weird conversation in my day. I have never heard anybody make comparisons to a baby. That's just weird. Like, why does Howard Stern have babies on his mind? That's very disturbing.
chick is sexy as hell, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's good for my ego to come here. My goodness.
So you dress up in outfits. You won't bring other chicks into the bed. You probably don't do anal. I'm getting a vibe. But you're good at oral, I bet. What part of this do I have wrong? Would you ever screw?
Just a reminder, this guy's almost 50 years old. This guy's almost a half a century old.
Around with toys in bed with Artie, with
Artie?
Freddie?
No. Sorry,
With Artie,
nothing
no.
personal.
No, for Freddie, would you ever like use vibrators and stuff?
I love your sound effects. I have to say, they're great.
You won't do that kind of stuff.
I didn't answer. Taking the fifth.
Do you like to get handcuffed or tied up?
I'm taking the fifth.
Oh, that's a yes.
I'm taking the fifth.
Will you ever do like a little strip tease for Freddie Prinze? Like, will you ever like dance around for him and stuff?
I'm taking the fifth on all of these.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter? What do you mean?
You
what's
won't
the
do
matter
that?
with me?
You won't do
I
that for
didn't
your
say I
man?
wouldn't. I just said I wouldn't tell you.
Why not? Who am I? What am I, a horrible person?
I don't think.
Freudian slip right there. Although I don't know if that was a Freudian slip. I think it might have just been a self-aware reveal. A self-aware reveal here. And he does that a lot, though. That's what's kind of curious. He does that a lot. Like, he's having a nationally... Was this internationally broadcast? Or at least, at minimum, a nationally broadcast radio show and television show to be aired for millions. And he's acting like she should just answer all these questions on demand, which she already... I don't know, it's kind of weird. She already answered a lot.
I don't think it's you. It might be all the listeners right now. You have like the highest. I mean, you have the most viewers of anyone I know on radio.
What is that, your engagement ring I see? Look at the size of that rock.
Man.
Wow.
Well, listen, there's a lot of money between these
How
two.
much is
Did
that?
you buy that?
How many
No, he
carats?
did.
How many
He did.
carats?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You guys have bought a house together, right?
We did.
Oy vey.
They're already getting into trouble.
You say you bought a house together.
Yeah.
You put up half the money, he put up half the money.
Yeah.
Okay. And who works out in the event, let's hope it never happens, that you break up? How does that work? Do you have to sell the house or the other person has to buy the other person out?
This is stuff that you don't think about before you get married.
It's also kind of weird. He's always kind of what makes him just such a despicable individual, human filth would be probably an apt description. Not only all of this talk, but it's almost like he's intentionally planting thoughts of negativity just in general in life. And he does this with everybody. Like, it's almost like he wants, instead of, you know, like a good friend wanting the best for you, it's almost like he wants the worst for you. And just listen to his tone in some of this as well.
That's the bad sign.
But wait a second, you're 50-50 partners in the house.
Community property.
So half and half you'll split.
Every time he tries to get a hamburger, I remind him 50% of that hamburger is mine.
Let's say you want to buy, let's say you want to fix your pool. The coping on the pool isn't right. Do you sit down and say, okay, I'll put up half the money on the bill and you put up half the money?
No.
But who handles the payment?
Who handles it? Both of our business managers.
So it is split 50-50?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. We're an equal partner relationship.
Freddie told us that you use birth control and not rubbers. That's what he told
Is
us.
that what he told you?
That's what he told us.
Her whole mission in life is making me happy, and anything
Really?
she can do
Yeah,
to
but
do
they
that,
don't have kids yet.
she does.
You don't
so
have kids yet.
I can't wait to have kids. That'd
You
be
using
awesome.
birth control or you guys just going at it?
No, we have a birth
You
control.
do? Yeah, I think wait a while for having kids, for Christ's sake. Wait
Yeah,
5
until
years.
you're like 40.
No, we want to have fun with
Yeah.
each other.
The constant promotion of sodomy. I mean, just constant, non-stop promotion of sodomy.
We dig each other.
Yeah, have a good time.
Absolutely.
Why are you rushing into kids?
I'm not. I just told you. I'm not.
Ridiculous. Freddie's a good interview. He tells me everything.
Oh, he's
My goodness, what else did he tell
He
you?
told me everything.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
Well, anyway, Fred just dropped all his stuff. The movie's called Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo
I'm
out
going to go
today.
over this weekend, check it out. It's, what do you have to act and pretend like Scooby's in the room when you do this kind of movie?
Yeah, we had a dwarf who would do all the what do you little person dwarf is the proper
Midget.
name, right? No, but I think dwarf is proper.
Right. Midget is the one they don't like.
It's funny to
Right.
say we had a dwarf do it, though.
But we had a dwarf do it,
So a dwarf,
You know, Snow White and her.
and the little seven
friends,
of them.
yes.
Yeah.
so
no,
the dwarf stands there, pretends to be Scooby-Doo, and then
in
they
a
like,
Scooby outfit.
and they somehow erase him?
No, he does it for rehearsal, so you sort of have an idea of where he is, and then when you shoot, you just have to remember where it was,
That's a lot of crap to remember.
Yeah, I can't do that.
and dialogue on top of it.
Oh my
It's a rough job. It's why we get paid so well, you know.
Do you spend most of your day when you're shooting Buffy? Do you spend most of your day memorizing dialogue?
Most of it.
You do, right?
Most of it.
But
We do a
then
lot.
also there are the moves. Everything's choreographed. You got to remember all that, right?
Yeah, that sometimes that confuses me. You'll just see me in the middle of a fight scene, just totally forget, and then all of a sudden I just get hit. I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to duck there.
Do you know how to do karate for real?
Taekwondo is what I studied.
Really? Mm-hmm. You got your black belt?
I have my brown belt. Richard Chun, 86th Street, on the east
Really?
side, above all the old Crazy Eddies.
Do you ever fight another person, like legitimately?
Just in film and television.
I think we need Steven Seagal's opinion of her skills in the show. I vaguely remember some of the fight scenes. I think they were really bad in season 1, and then they might have been a little better after. But they were always kind of hokey, but not because of her. She was actually seemed relatively athletic.
Did you ever use it in your real life?
No.
What?
You know that I was looking through the notes. Sarah had to take a special 3-week course to learn how to fight less good than Buffy for Scooby.
Really?
Yes,
How to do all the wire work, yeah. Hong
Because
Kong
you're
wire.
too good
too.
at it.
Well, so I didn't know the wires. There was also that whole language barrier thing. That's rough when people don't speak English and you're trying to learn moves. That was kind of rough.
You look cute as hell. I can't concentrate on what you're saying.
Sorry.
You're going to do the whole LA thing? You're going to adopt a black kid?
My name is
Can we
Jamal
watch
Gellar.
season 2 of the Buffy?
How much of this do most people find funny, though? I mean, once in a blue moon, Howard might say something self-deprecating and kind of funny, or make some kind of like weird, monotone observation that could possibly be viewed as situationally funny. But how much of this actual banter do people find funny?
I want to thank Sarah Michelle Gellar. A lot of
Gellar.
people don't know your name is Gellar. Scooby-Doo is the movie in theaters everywhere. She's about to be married to Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes,
Will you take
they'll
the
be
Freddie?
a big Hollywood couple.
Will you change your name to Prinze?
Gellar Prince.
Gellar Prince.
Will you be Gellar Prince?
I'm gonna make up a whole new name. No, for working purposes, I'm gonna keep my name because I think it's silly to confuse people and all of a sudden change your name. But in our personal life, yeah.
Right.
Sarah Michelle Prince. See?
Or Sarah Michelle Gellar Jr.
Now, how many kids are we gonna have? Have we talked about that?
If it was up to Freddie, it would be like a bushel. It would be like a litter.
Yeah, well, don't ruin your body that way, baby.
Yeah, a couple. Three, 2 or 3.
Yeah?
2 or 3.
Oh, that's nice.
What, you got a big house together? How many bedrooms?
How many bedrooms? Like 4?
What is it, about $2 million, that house? What'd you spend on it?
$2 million.
I don't know.
Got a pool?
Yes. We have a jacuzzi too, an outdoor jacuzzi.
When I get to LA, you ought to invite me over. Let me look things over.
Okay.
See what's doing.
Okay.
You
can
gonna
report back.
You gonna do the whole LA thing? You gonna adopt a black kid?
Hello there, Miss Gellar.
Goodness.
Hello, Mama Gellar.
No, you got to. No.
Come here, mammy.
My name is
Can we
Jamal
watch
Gellar.
season 2 of the Buffy?
Hi there, Sarah. This is Steven Spielberg. Want to come over and have your black children play with my black children?
What? See, again, when he drops things like that, that almost seems to be like some kind of several layered inside joke a la Epstein. Like, yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird.
Mama, we gotta do it.
Can my black
Me,
child-
you, the Cruises, Tom Cruise.
Can I play with your Puerto Rican husband?
Bring your Puerto Rican husband and all your black kids over here. We have a whole thing going on.
And take a picture. We want to prove this happened.
You gonna adopt?
Yeah, take a picture, prove it happened. Sometimes I really do wonder what kind of a script these people were reading from.
Black or no?
Oh,
No, I think are you supposed to adopt Asian girls because they have the band and they always want boys, so that's what
Right.
you have to.
I
have.
could be Asian.
Yeah.
Why don't you just try out my black kid for a day, see if you like it? And if you like it, you can get one of your own.
Is it just me, or is Howard such a piece of scum, he might be referring to more than just adoption there?
Steven does. He sends his black kids
Yes.
over.
In fact, our black kids just went over to Susan Sarandon's house to see how she likes it.
Daddy, there's no movie theater at Miss Gellar's house. I want to come back home.
Hey,
Fun.
we have a screening room. Don't knock
Oh, you
that.
do?
We
You got the screening
we have
room.
the screening room.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Is it a projection room?
Yeah, it's cool. It has one of those buttons where it was in the house when we bought it. It has a button you press and all these like blackout shades come down and then the movie screen.
All right, listen, I'll let you.
Blackout shades come down and then the movie screen. Press and all these like blackout.
Nice.
Is it a projection room?
Yeah, it's cool. It has one of those buttons where it was in the house when we bought it. It has a button you press and all these like blackout.
She only thumbed her nose one time, so I don't know if that's enough to conclude that there's a cocaine habit, because some people were insinuating that. She also said she was kind of sick at the very beginning, possibly a cold. Not enough information here to conclude that.
Shades come down and then the movie screen.
All right, listen, I'll let you out of here. What are you doing the rest of the day?
I have to fly home.
Oh, you're flying back to
I'm
LA?
flying home.
Really?
Saving the
it.
best for last.
Thank you so much for
Saving
coming
the
in here.
best for last.
I know that probably there's a lot of trepidation coming in here and a lot of discussion before you come in here, but you're one of the brave stars who do come in, and we appreciate
I
it.
love your show. What are you guys talking
Thank
about?
you.
Now, you know, it's weird, because I've been going through a couple of these in preparation for the series. Every time they say, I love Howard, I love the show, whatever, it doesn't sound like they do. Let's play it back again.
Thank
My
you.
driver's night.
Coming in here and a lot of discussion before you come in here, but you're one of the brave stars who do come in, and we appreciate
I
it.
love your show. What are you guys talking
Thank
about?
you. Thank
My
you.
driver's night every morning we got it turned on.
Well, we love that about you. And say hello to Allison Hannigan.
I
who
will.
Who I know you have trouble with in your personal life.
What?
Yeah, that's right. They're at war.
Huge war. Apparently no one told me about it. But you know, it's all good.
No, their house, by the way, was $2.2 million. I read it in the paper.
Okay.
Yeah, I know everything.
My goodness, you do. I gotta be worried. I gotta do some more research before I come
I
back.
know everything. All right, listen. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Scooby-Doo.
How'd you do, sir?
It was fun. I came out alive.
Were you surprised how much he knew about you?
Yeah, it's a little frightening. I think I might have to get that restraining order put back against Howard. We might need to look into that.
There's a lot of the questions, though, you wouldn't answer. You were pleading the fifth on a lot of things.
Hey, you're allowed. You're allowed to plead the fifth. You know, I'm losing my voice now. I sound like a 13-year-old boy going through puberty.
Sound like Peter Brady.
Is that what I sound like? What's that episode where he had to sing and then all of a sudden his voice started to crack?
So do you think your boyfriend was listening to the show?
This hour of the morning, I think he's out cold.
So what do you think he's going to say when he hears it, though?
I think he'll wait till he watch it on TV when it's on late at night. Oh my goodness, thank you so mumuch. Cough drop. I smell like an 80-year-old lady now. A little Hall's menthol.
What do you think he's going to say when he hears it, though, or sees it later on?
Oh, he'll be happy. He loves Howard. He's a fan.
So again, is this all humiliation ritual? Who would be happy about their fiance having that kind of a conversation with a near 50-year-old man? and she thinks he's going to be happy about it. All right. What? I want to know what she thinks of it now, because I know she did make some kind of post because Howard bet $1 million that they wouldn't be together in X amount of years or whatever, or months even. I forgot what the bet was, and she did reference that Howard owes them $1 million because they're still married. But other than that, I don't think she ever addressed the nature of this interview, and it was scrubbed from the interwebs. And I've actually dug up quite a few of these old episodes that have been scrubbed from the interwebs.
We're big fans in our household. We think Howard's cool.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks, Sarah.
So, yeah, what does everybody think of that? And so, again, in isolation, if you only listen to one interview, you're like, okay, well, that was pretty skeezy. But not the end of the world. But when you listen to a bunch of them and you start noticing certain patterns, is this all part of some kind of MK Ultra programming to descend the West into complete moral collapse? And when you also factor in, like, the conversation only goes one of two ways, right? It's either sodomy or financials or materialism. Those are the only two things, really. And sometimes he actually, and wishing you ill, so to speak, and wanting to expose whatever scandals are going on if they don't fit into the other two categories. That's every single interview. So, yeah, we're going to continue to examine more of these. And just I don't even know what to call them. Are they reveals? These little comments about Howard on, like, babies, children. Like, this wasn't even close to the worst, by the way. There's so many. And is it all coincidental? Is it all just, on a whim that this gooftard, this scummy, skeezy, gooftard piece of filth just came up with on the spot? Or is it all part of a script to affect the masses? Quite perplexing. I don't think there's an easy answer there, but something's not quite right with this radio show. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. If you want to help support the podcast, you can donate to our PayPal. Check the link in the description. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Patreon. This is Bruce McGuire signing off. Catch you guys next time. Welcome to MINDSHOCK. This is your host, Bruce McGuire, and we are continuing to examine the debauchery, the degeneracy, the moral decay put forth into the world by the one and only Howard Stern, the shock jock, the original edgelord, the soy-infused edgelord. the gooftard. The somehow he's famous celebrity that everyone was pretending to like and listen to, and possibly still do. Truly, truly mind-shocking and perplexing. We actually only went over the television interview with Sarah Michelle Gellar, but they cut out a lot of debauchery, which we'll be going over in the radio version. And some of the stuff, like I said, I mean, he adds some of these offhand comments that, in a post-Epstein world, one has to raise an eyebrow as to how he came upon these comments and why he made them. As always, if you want to help support the MINDSHOCK podcast, help logic and reason return to a world where they're quickly going extinct, you can donate to our PayPal. Check the link in the description. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share to our Facebook, Reddit, and Patreon. Patreon is a good priority for case, topic, logical analysis, co-podcast requests. You could also be a guest in the podcast depending on your tier. Questions, comments, theories, thoughts, suggestions, rebuttals, debunkings of any kind, leave them in the comment section. Or, of course, if you're with us here live, drop them in the live chat. I will try to get to each and every one of them, and you can also be a YouTube member right here on YouTube to help support the channel that way. Welcome, Emperor Lord Zed. So, yeah, we'll jump right in here. I mean, I defy anyone to find any kind of interviews that are just this devoid of any kind of class, honor, integrity, positivity of any kind. It's as if Stern's sole mission was to bring down the consciousness level of the masses through this kind of moral decay, to lead mankind into a cesspool of degeneracy and filth from which it would never recover and collapse the entire civilization. How successful has he been thus far? I mean, just look at the way he looks. He looks like some kind of, what are those things called? An ogre. He looks like some kind of soy ogre. Obviously no kind of brawn, but yeah, he looks like a soy ogre.
You know, when kids don't like the new wife.
New mother. She is the new mother.
Yeah.
Fair use, obviously.
Stella said that lace is out of fashion. And then Stella criticized Heather's leg because she said mahogany's out of fashion. And then everything is out of fashion.
Get rid of her.
So is Sarah Michelle Gellar ready to come in? I'm anxious to speak to her. I find her highly attractive.
She's a cute little broad.
And just a reminder here, Stern's about 48 years old here, so this is a near 50-year-old.
Cute little broad.
She is keeping it real.
She is so hot.
She is not highly disgusting.
Let me see how hot you look today. Oh, you look hot. Look at you. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so cute. How you doing, baby? You're better. Oh, thank you.
Do whatever you want with it.
This is your Scooby-Doo doll. Oh, they made an action figure out of you, huh?
Oh, you
That's
have
a
doll?
cute chick.
See, but it doesn't look like Sarah. It looks like Barbie.
It does look like Barbie, but I'm on the back.
Let me see.
Is it a Barbie?
Yeah, it's a Scooby-Doo Barbie.
Oh, okay.
Do you get a piece of the action on every doll?
No.
Why? Oh, come on.
I don't.
Barbie.
Because Scooby merchandise has been around for a very long time.
So in the movie, you just get a flat fee, and then if the movie does well, you get a couple of points?
No, I'm not famous enough to get points yet. One day.
We were talking about that, actually, whether or not you're famous enough to get points.
No, not yet.
Here's
And again, for those who haven't listened to episode 1, it seems like the only thing this guy wants to talk about when he talks to female celebrities, he only wants to talk about their holes or their wallet. That's the only thing this guy cares about. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You could at least diversify the degeneracy, right? I guess that requires some kind of intellect.
But I'm going to have Howard pitch for my next movie, so hopefully I'll do better.
Well, here's the thing, though. The Buffy the Vampire show is so popular with teens that they could get those kids to go see Scooby-Doo with Sarah in it. I think she's got some clout. But here's a weird thing that I realize about you.
What?
You're part of an organization that is for boycotting filming in Australia because they use cheap labor.
Oh, the Runaway production.
Yeah. But that Scooby-Doo was filmed in Australia.
Yeah, they got me to sign that the day I got home. So technically it was all okay.
Right. So you're against filming in Australia, but you filmed Scooby-Doo in Australia.
I'm against filming in Canada. It's
really?
more about Canada.
Why is that, by the way?
Because I'd rather just be home.
Oh, that's the reason.
I'd rather just be home. It's laziness. No, because it takes production away from all the crew members that work so hard, and a lot of people are losing their insurance.
So you're not at the point in your career like Julia Roberts could say, I don't want to film in Canada. You do this production here in the United States.
Then they'd say, fine, we'll go do it without you.
Right. Do you have to audition for Scooby-Doo?
I had to meet on Scooby-Doo. I don't think they wanted me.
Who did they want? Who did you hear that they wanted?
I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember. I think...
The other thing to keep in mind here, notice how there's nothing of positivity coming from Stern. It's almost like he wishes the worst for all his guests. He wants everything on public display to humiliate any and all celebrities, but not just celebrities, like even random people that went on his show. Like if it was just, the satanic celebrities, part of the cabal who've exploited and hurt other people. I mean, who gives a crap? But even just random regular people, it's like this guy's sole job was to promote degeneracy and the decay of society in order to collapse civilization. And, he takes no days off. He takes no days off. Like, when has he ever wished anybody well? So he wants to bring forth just scandal and degeneracy, demoralization as a whole, all while promoting narcissism, sodomy, and materialism.
They were concerned that they would be afraid that people wouldn't think I was the damsel in distress.
They wouldn't buy into it. Well, all the reviews, while the film isn't getting great reviews, you're getting good reviews. They're saying you're overqualified for the film.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You're too good.
I have this whole theory about movies that get reviewed badly. They always make a lot of money and people really like them.
Well, that's
because who freaking reviews movies anyway? Like, who are these people? They're like 150 years old.
Scumbags.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Listen.
Roger Ebert, he's a scumbag.
Yeah, just trying to help you out.
Roger Ebert is a scumbag. I've interviewed him many times.
Big time.
No.
Do you hate reviewers? Do you actually physically get ill about them? I mean, you've actually gotten good reviews on Buffy, like through the roof. They've only helped your career.
I just don't take it personally. It's really nice if they say nice things, but it has to be the people that you respect that you get the good stuff from, like Howard.
Yeah. Oh, I love you. I love that show.
I had a shirt for you this morning, and I was going to wear it, and it was so cold, and I didn't wear it, but it said Howard loves me and on top, so I'll have to come back and wear it another time.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd be almost naked.
I have a tank top on, but it's freezing.
Why are you wearing that big, bulky shirt? You should wear your tank top.
Because I'm cold.
It's not cold in here. Yeah, thank you.
I'll take it.
You don't have to wear. You're wearing your winter. Oh, good.
There you go.
Well, let's check this out.
Well, there's a Buffy shirt.
There you go.
Yeah, now that's
There
cute.
you go.
See, that's
Is
a
that
cute
better?
outfit.
Is
Yeah,
that a
that's
cute
better.
outfit?
I can see your bra, though, a little bit.
I have another tank top on underneath. I don't have a bra.
Oh, that's a tank top underneath that shirt?
Underneath.
Does that shirt ever come off? You just walk around in a tank top?
Not in this weather.
No?
No.
Too bad.
Sorry.
You had your hopes up.
Fred.
Sorry, I hate to disappoint you.
Fred, build a fire in here so Sarah gets very warm.
Just start burning the studio.
So listen, first of all, I'll kiss your ass a little bit. Buffy the Vampire.
What is Robin's contributions, by the way? I mean, none of her comments are ever funny, and then she usually just laughs at the degeneracy. I mean, what is her actual purpose? Like, what does she actually bring to the table?
Vampire this year, excellent.
It was a Howard year.
It was a Howard year. There were a couple episodes in the middle that I kind of lost faith, and then it just got real good.
Well, it was a musical episode.
Oh, that was a disaster. No more musical episodes.
Thank God. See, I'm on the page with you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about that. They gave us that music like 3 weeks in advance. All of us are going, none of us sing. no time to learn the dance moves. That's the kind of thing that you need to prepare like a year for. If we never do another one of those, I'll be very happy. But the silent episode, that I do
That
again.
was great.
That was good.
Silent episode, good.
Really good. The one chick who I think really was behind the musical episode was the one who was Xander's girlfriend. You could tell she had some musical theater. Yeah, like she was getting off on it.
She was really, and the little outfit too. She was enjoying it.
What was her problem? Jeez.
You know who's turning into a hot chick? Is the one who plays your little sister.
Little Dawn Michelle, yeah.
Nice.
She'll be 18 soon.
That caught me off guard.
What's her number?
She was playing.
Five.
She was playing Buffy's little sister.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it kind of weird how, so Howard's obviously, you know, spewing his usual filth for underage individuals, but Sarah Michelle Gellar saying she'll be 18 soon? That's kind of a weird thing to say. It's kind of a weird thing to say of your co-star, which, by the way, Michelle Trachtenberg, however you pronounce that, recently passed. In the past year or so, unfortunately. And, yeah, to hear your co-star speak about you this way, I mean, it's kind of weird.
And, you know, she was cute, but she was flying under the radar. All of a sudden, her boobs started to come in, and she started.
You actually noticed that?
Oh, hell yeah!
You can't not. She's the only one on our show with boobs.
Yeah,
No, literally, she's the only one.
Again, 17 years old. They're talking about a 17-year-old. And listen to Robin cackling in the background over this.
I was the one.
How did she get to be the little sister?
I was the one tracking the Olsen twins all these years.
Hey, no, people were wrong about the Olsen twins, man. They turned into a hot little number.
They sure did. Everyone thought they would be like little monkeys.
But they're not.
Yeah. They thought they'd continue to be funny looking.
They're worth like $1 trillion, billion. I bet they get points on all their dolls and stuff.
I read an article. Someone said, you know, and it's really true. You forget this. They have so little talent, the Olsen twins. They're horrible.
You know what their talent is?
Yeah.
Making money.
No.
Being good looking.
This is kind of weird to hear just all three of them just dumping on these, how old were they? They were, 16-year-olds. The Olsen twins were 16 years old at the time of this interview. And this is how these people are talking about them.
Twins.
Good-looking
twins.
Yeah, but the Barbie twins aren't worth that much money.
No. But if there was only one
But there's no
Olsen,
innocence.
you wouldn't.
Wow. What an Epstein comment. There's no innocence? Like, what is Stern revealing here? That if you're fawning over underage people, they need to be innocent in order for it to, for what? For him to be interested?
Didn't even know who they were.
If there were two of you,
You're
if
right.
there were two of you, you'd be a show business powerhouse.
Well, you still got to be good
How are they
looking.
doing on that cloning thing?
You know what's weird with the Olsen twins? It's like, I forget this. I see all their movies because I got a 9-year-old daughter. In fact, I just bought their new DVD. They got a brand one.
Mary-Kate.
How much sicker is this? So Stern has a 9-year-old daughter himself at this time. I think he has 2 or 3 daughters, possibly. And for those that are saying he's a hypocrite, we're gonna get to some interviews, man. It's just really, really dark stuff. Is it possible Stern is not part of the cabal? The satanic cabal with these kinds of comments? Jeff in the chat saying, yes, Sarah is in on it, so it seems. She doesn't come across uncomfortable to me. Unlike the conversation with Brittany, how can this be legal? I wonder the parents don't make a big fuzz about it. Okay, here's the thing. She's not really... So it's weird. She's super popular. This is 6th, 7th season of Buffy here. But she's technically not... I don't know if she's just transitioning to an A-lister at this time, but she's not making, like, satanic money. She's not making, like, top of the pyramid satanic money at the time. She's making like between $150,000 and $350,000 per episode of Buffy, which, I mean, that's not nothing, but most of the people that are in the cabal, I mean, they're raking in millions upon millions, not super low 7 figures. So I don't know. It's entirely plausible to me from her demeanor is like she's trying to be cool. almost, so she's not necessarily in on it, because I think everybody, like, think back. She's supposedly she's 25 years old here, but obviously she talks and acts like she's a teenager. Who remembers in your teenage years, obviously not about subjects, you know, like these types of subjects, but in other, you know, non-classless, non-filth-based, debaucherous, degenerate topics, you're gonna have people that are just friendly, extroverted, that go along to get along. So they're going to kind of jump in on certain jokes, and I guess the most obvious example would be like sports. So certain girls who do it, and some guys maybe, but what do they call them? Do they call them pick-me's? Girls that are just trying to be overly friendly and accommodating, even if they don't necessarily know or believe what they're talking about. So like conversations about sports that they know nothing about, they'll just jump in and double down on certain statements to kind of keep the vibe positive and just laugh along. I'm not convinced she's in on it. Again, this is 2002, so this is prior to Isaac Cappy's allegations about her good friend Seth Green. And by the way, I don't think Cappy ever mentioned Sarah Michelle Gellar. He did mention Seth Green, her co-star on the show, who she's good friends with. But supposedly all this wacky stuff happened many years later, and Seth Green at the time in 2002, I don't know if he was I don't know if he was that major either, maybe. Papa Pump saying, look up Quentin Tarantino on Stern talking about 13-year-old party girls. We have a long series here. There's, believe it or not, Big Papa Pump, that's not even close to the worst things they've talked about on the show. So is Stern's entire mission for the Satanic Cabal to shift the Overton window so far into just open degeneracy, just absolute open degeneracy and sodomy? And how much of a contribution did he make toward that march into the cesspool, that the moral cesspool leading to the collapse of the West?
Ashley, in where this time?
Well, Bahamas was the last one. They were over Paradise Island where they met guys. They're going out with guys now.
Oh, they have guys. Do they date? Do they kiss now?
Yeah, that's when I make the kids leave the room so I can watch them with my pants off.
Wait.
They're 16 years old. The Olsen twins are 16 years old at the time of this interview. Howard Stern, nearly 50. And why is Robin always laughing in the background?
You get the very special Mary-Kate and Ashley episode.
It's almost like kiddie porn.
Just wait, just wait.
Yeah, there's...
Does anybody else, like, how is this on the radio? Listen to this. This is, I mean, this is difficult to just listen to the audio of this.
Got to be one of those floating around. Some deviant is going to shoot that.
Hey, they have Buffy porn.
They do.
Like Boffing the Vampire Slayer and Buffy the Vampire Layer. No, they're out there.
Now, I don't know what Sarah Michelle Gellar's doing here. Is she trying to shift away from talking about the 16-year-old Olsen twins into just regular, you know, non-minor, non-underage degeneracy here and sodomy? I mean, you have to admit, that is better. That is a better topic, no doubt. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
There is a Howard Sperm video. I know that. I've seen that a couple of times. And
But who did tell Mary-Kate and Ashley the facts of life?
I don't know that.
Bob Saget. Everybody knows that.
But the amazing thing is that Mary...
Okay, that was kind of weird. She just said Bob Saget. And there, of course, have been many allegations there. But this is 2002. I don't think any of that stuff was public with Bob Saget, was it? This is really weird. Welcome, Flatbat Dad. This is really weird. Let me replay that part. This is really weird.
But who did tell Mary-Kate and Ashley the facts of life?
I don't know that.
Bob Saget. Everybody knows that.
But the amazing thing...
As they all laugh. I don't know. Maybe she is in on it. I don't know.
Thing is that Mary-Kate and Ashley are like they were on Leno 2 nights ago. I taped it. because I want to play it for my daughter. Leno's the worst friggin' interviewer on the planet.
What did he do?
I would be curious about those kids' lives.
Wow, Howard Stern saying that Leno is the worst interviewer on the planet. Wow. And he appears to have said it non-ironically.
He asked them about driving, you know, because he's into cars. So tell me, driver's education you're taking now? So the girls go, yeah, you know, driver's education. Are you going to get the same car when you get your license? So they go, you know, you're probably going to get the same car but different colors. You see, I figured he'd move on. Okay, that was a little bit interesting. Then he goes, so what's it like when you have to parallel park? Is it tough? So they go...
A driving interview?
Yeah, a driving interview. So the girls go, yeah, it is, you know, because we drive this big SUV. And he goes...
They're 16 years old with Range Rovers.
Yeah, right. And he goes, SUV? You must look like a little raisin behind the wheel there. You should drive a smaller car. It'd be easy for you to... Blah, blah. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. You got the Olsen twins on.
Yeah.
You got, you know, and let's face it, guys dig them, even though they're kind of young.
They're richer than anybody can even imagine.
Kind of.
They're so rich.
So rich. No talent.
Yeah, you don't even know if they can add.
Hey,
Did they ever go to school?
You guys,
Do you
they
ever watch...
design clothing.
Oh, my goodness.
They have a clothing line.
Why do you get into that? You know what?
Wait, how is that bad? I mean, I'm not saying it's good, but being entrepreneurs at 16 years old, and these goofs are making fun of them because they already accomplished more than Stern or Robin will ever accomplish in their lives. I mean, it's just kind of weird to listen to. Welcome, Sarah Catherine. This is just really weird to listen to.
Got the whole team thing.
I'd like to.
Does your agent say, no, we can't do that, you have to be a serious actress?
No, I think it's just finding the time. I'm in Scooby-Doo, I mean, seriously, you know.
Yeah, but how much longer do you think you're going to do Buffy? I would stick with that thing. You're good at it. It's successful.
I don't want it to go away.
I don't either. Well, are you thinking of leaving that?
Not yet. I mean, you know, we sort of take it, the joke is we take it year by year. You know, in the beginning of the year, we're like, yeah, let's do another season. If you ask me, like, middle of the year, I'm like, I can never do another day. And then by the end of the year, we're always like, okay, let's do another year.
Why is that? Because you get sick of the same character?
No, it's just, it's grueling work. It's like 17, 18-hour days, you know, 5
No
days
social life?
I don't have a social life.
Freddie Prinze Jr.'s a social life.
Thank God for him. I'd have no social life otherwise.
Let me ask you something. Remember that time I ran into you in L.A. at Mr. Chow's?
I knew you were going to bring that up, yeah.
You were on a date with that guy.
No, that's one of my best friends, Kevin.
So I was like, you should see this guy. He was not good looking.
But he was so happy you talked about him. Like, seriously, you made Kevin's life. He's all, dude, I was on Stern.
I thought you were on a date, and I caught you on a date.
No.
And for the longest time, you...
And obviously, we can't really trust anything she says. If you've watched episode 1, she denied relationships with Jerry O'Connell and David Boreanaz, where there seems to be quite a bit of evidence that she was lying about that. Now he's saying, okay. The other thing that's weird is, so Stern just happens to be at all of these celebrity functions and celebrity house parties and kind of curious. Although famously, so I don't know how much of this is true, but supposedly Epstein did not like Stern and avoided him. What does that tell you? I mean, is Stern even too sick for Epstein?
You didn't have like a boyfriend, right?
Not a public one, no.
Yeah,
I was saving myself for Freddie.
No, you weren't saving yourself, but
No,
you
I was saving myself.
Well, really?
No, she didn't.
No, I was just going for it.
How old were you when you started on Buffy?
I was 17.
And you were no virgin at 17. I mean, you had your share of men.
She's Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, she had dated that kid from Stand By Me.
Who's that?
Corey Feldman?
No. This is like, yeah, Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman and I go way back.
Which kid? Jerry?
Yeah, I think his name was Jerry.
That guy had you? Jerry O'Connell had you?
We went to high school. We went to high school together.
Try to be a little discriminating.
We went to high school together. We were friends.
If you had sex with him, I'm throwing you out of the studio right now.
Then I'm staying in the studio.
All right, then stay.
Then I'm staying. I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm not getting thrown out.
Because I deserve sex with you before he does. I want that. If he's going to get that.
I think you'd have to fight Freddie for that one.
Now, did you ever date David?
David who?
Honest?
Yeah.
Oh, Angel.
No, I didn't actually. I was really good friends with his stunt double, and so we used to go bowling all the time, and that's how all that started. But I never dated Boreanaz either.
Never had sex with Boreanaz?
Never had sex with Boreanaz.
No sex with Jerry O'Connell?
Nope.
Never kissed him?
Nope.
No.
We were good friends. fun.
Were all your boyfriends not famous before Freddie?
Yeah, pretty much.
Guys you met, what, in high school and stuff?
High school and then working and stuff, yeah.
Like grips and stuff?
A lot of grips, a lot of electric.
How many grips did you go through?
Oh, 40, 50, 60, you know.
Key grips or just regular grips?
No, I go for all the grips.
Oh. Did you have sexual feelings as a young girl, or did sex come into your life later on in life?
I mean, what even goes through this deviant's mind, if he whatever's left of his decayed mind, to even come up with questions like this? Like, it's almost impressive as to the level of degeneracy this guy can sink to.
I worked on a soap opera when I was 15. My first on-camera kiss was with Michael Nader. You know, Dexter?
Oh.
I was 15 and he was 50.
That
was my first on-camera kiss.
That's disgraceful.
He was 50. Poor Michael Nader's going to kill me for this one.
This is weird. He goes from, that's disgraceful, to, were you hot for him? So, a 15-year-old and a 50-year-old. So, what's soap opera? She was on some soap that she won a Daytime Emmy for. So this is actually kind of weird. Maybe she was initiated. Maybe she is part of the club. Maybe that was the initiation. That's pretty weird. So this was on a soap opera on network television. Daytime television. That's kind of weird. Anybody else find that kind of weird? And it's almost like Stern is reveling in this information.
Now's his age.
He was 50 and you were
50
15.
I might have been 16.
And they allow that on the soap opera set?
You watch soap operas?
That's kiddie porn. That's legal?
I'm shocked.
I think I should be in jail.
I thought
Well, I think he is.
Oh, is he? There you go. They finally got to him.
Yeah, they arrested him for that.
Maybe I'll do a movie with the Olsen twins and make out with them.
That would be good. Howard,
you know how many...
Howard, Mary-Kate, and Ashley go to Nashville.
That would be good. They're 16. This is kind of weird. I mean, you thought what they put on the E network was bad. I mean, this radio interview is even worse. What they didn't edit out, or what they edited out for E that is present in this radio interview.
Or something just like really just seedy.
You know what?
No, go to Aruba.
Go to Aruba.
Is they go to
Scores.
Nashville, and Howard's the guy they meet.
No, Artie's got the movie.
Ashley meet Howard at Scores.
Mary and Kate go to Scores.
That's right.
Mary, Kate, and Ashley.
They probably do.
You think? Well, what age are they going to start getting corrupted?
They probably are
Already
corrupted.
happened. Yeah, it could have already.
What? I mean, who's listening to this? In a post-Epstein world, they're probably already corrupted at 16, and they're all laughing about it. What? Jeff says, it's weird, Holly weird. Yeah, welcome, read deeply. Yeah, this is really weird. And the way they're just openly laughing about all of this on what is one of the most popular radio shows at the time, if not the most popular. I wonder, let's get the numbers here. So apparently, Rush Limbaugh was number 1. Stern was the number 1 in the morning from 94 to 2001. This is 2002. And apparently he had millions in FCC fines. No wonder. But this is just weird. This is just plain weird. So one of the top radio shows, and they're openly, not just openly discussing, but openly laughing about all of this.
I got a feeling you're a little wild, you know, because I was watching you on the Divas Award. No, what award show was it?
Oh, the MTV Movie Awards.
MTV Movie Awards. And you were like wearing really low-cut tops, and I don't know.
It's good that you were watching, though.
Oh, yeah, I was watching, believe me. Oh, I saw what you were wearing. You dress good. Who dresses you? You do that yourself?
No, me and my friend Deborah Walkening. A little mix of both.
Right, you look good. Your ass looked real tight.
Thank you.
You really did.
Pilates, thank you.
What do you weigh? I got to figure you weigh. How tall are you now?
Maybe like 5'3".
You still growing?
This way.
5'3"?
Oh, my goodness.
I bet you don't weigh more than 100.
I don't.
What do you
And
weigh?
I'm not taking your diet pills either.
You don't need them. What do you weigh?
100.
Well, you don't eat all day?
100.
I eat all the time.
No, you don't.
I swear to God.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I had a box of Special K cereal with the raspberries. You know, like what looks like astronaut food?
And what do? You work out?
Yeah, I work out. I work out 5 days a week.
Oh. Yeah, you're tight.
I work out 5 days. Pilates.
Great.
You vomit at all when you eat too much?
Ugh, I can't stand that. No, I could never be anorexic or bulimic. I like my food too much. Oh, thanks for the sound effect.
So you're
I
going
like
to
my food. I grew up in New York City. I like pizza.
So you're going to marry Freddie. How old are you now?
25.
25.
Now, wait a minute. How long did you know him before you got engaged?
7 years, 6 years.
Oh, so you were friends
yeah.
before?
Yeah, but you weren't banging him for 7 years.
No, it wasn't banging him for 7 years.
How many years? Let me go over this with me. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Okay.
You're 25.
25.
Okay. So have you had sex with like a lot of other guys so you got it out of your system? Because I don't think girls are any different than men.
That they have to have a lot of experience before they settle down? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I find monogamy to be the easiest thing I've ever done. It's so easy. When you find the right person, it's easy.
Hold on. You haven't.
You know,
these
are famous last words.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll come
play
back
this.
25 years from now. I'll come back.
No.
I'll say the same thing.
J-Lo was saying this 8 months ago.
Yeah. I meant to ask you on the food thing, though. So you eat a lot of food, but you don't move your bowels a lot, I bet. I don't
Where's the food going?
Do you have a lot of gas from eating so much food?
No.
You don't,
women don't have gas, Howard.
Some women do. But do you move your bowels more than once a day?
I love the sound of that.
It's almost like he's going through some kind of Crowley playbook of just the most degenerate, lowest consciousness level energy possible. I mean, what could be more degenerate than these types of questions? Can anybody think of anything? I can't think of anything.
Do you or
Love
don't
the sound
you?
effects. No.
You do not. Just once a day.
I'm lucky.
You're very
God,
regular.
The sound effects.
I bet you she's not regular.
We don't get it yet.
Really? She's not? You look at her and you can tell.
I can tell.
Quite a talent.
What is that look?
You know what, Howard? Girls who look like her, she says she likes pizza. I like pizza.
Right,
She
right.
doesn't
She
like
might
pizza.
eat Italian Village. Italian Village, 79th and 1st. Best pizza, best meatball Parmesan heroes, best eggplant Parmesan
Yeah, but how
heroes.
much do you really eat? You take a bite.
No. I work out a lot, but I mean, but I eat. Trust me. Ask
Yeah.
Freddie next time he's on. Ask any of my friends.
What is that, your engagement ring I see? Look at the size of that rock.
Man.
Wow.
Well, listen, there's a lot of money between these
How
two.
much is
Did
that?
you buy that?
How many
No, he
carats?
did. He
How many
did.
carats?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You guys have bought a house together, right?
We did.
Oy vey.
They're already getting into trouble.
You say you bought a house together.
Yeah.
You put up half the money, he put up half the money.
Yeah.
Okay. And who works out, in the event, let's hope it never happens, that you break up, how does that work? Do you have to sell the house or the other person has to buy the other person out?
This is stuff that you don't think about before you get married. That's the bad sign.
You didn't sign anything.
Sign about the house?
Yeah.
We're not married.
But wait a second, you're 50-50 partners in the house.
Community property.
So half and half you'll split.
Every time he tries to get a hamburger, I remind him 50% of that hamburger is mine.
Let's say you want to buy, let's say you want to fix your pool. The coping on the pool isn't right. Do you sit down and say, okay, I'll put up half the money on the bill and you put up half the money?
No.
What do you do?
You have like a joint account that everybody contributes to so that a household bill come out of it?
No, it just seems to get done.
But who handles the payment?
Who handles it? Both of our business managers.
So it is split 50-50?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. We're an equal partner relationship.
Have you talked about a prenuptial agreement?
We've talked about it. I mean, you know, I think Paul McCartney, I think it was kind of silly of him not to sign one. I mean, dude,
Right.
If I would have known, I might have married him for $100 million.
I would have married him.
Howard would have married him.
I was trying. He was in here. I pitched him.
Do you think Freddie, being a sex symbol, do you think that he's going to be satisfied the rest of his life with one woman? Have you discussed that with him?
With me, I think, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Would you bring other girls home for him?
He's not into that.
Oh.
Not into that. I promise
When are you girls going to realize every guy's into it, but we can't bring it up to you?
Funny.
You know,
when are you going to
know
realize?
What, though? He's seen me kiss enough girls on television and in films. He's just over it. I think at this point, it's like, oh, geez,
Sarah,
I'm
look
going
at
to
me.
kiss another girl. Yeah.
One day you're going to be over 30. And, you know, some of the magic wears off.
Not with me. I'm telling you.
Well,
5 years, have me back.
You're so good in bed?
He's not complaining.
Well, you must be doing
Look
something.
at her. She just got to show up now. She's good in bed.
Well, yeah, but wait. You're 25 years old right now.
So who
you guys haven't been
cares?
together for 10, 15, 20 years. Things happen.
You trying to do me or something?
Well, I'm trying to understand what you're up to here.
He's trying to discourage you. But
I think you're a little young to get married, to be
don't
honest
you
with you.
let him.
I'm marrying him. Sorry, Howard.
When is the wedding?
Next.
I mean, is Howard ever on the side of good? Ever? Because it seems like it's just non-stop promotion of degeneracy and sodomy at all times. It's kind of weird.
Thursday.
Really?
It's that? Oh, really?
Well, no, what's the time frame? I'm not asking you for an exact date.
We're going to try this year, but our schedules have been, it's a matter of breaks. People say you're young, enjoy the time. Everyone always says that. When you get engaged, everyone's like, don't rush to get married, enjoy the time. And then when you actually stretch out an engagement, everyone goes, well, what's wrong? Why aren't you married yet? What's wrong in the relationship? You can't win either way. Do you ever notice that?
How are you going to raise the kids, Jewish or Christian?
Sarah-ism. They will worship the house of me.
You will not raise the kids religiously?
I don't know. And we haven't, I think we'll give them a little bit of everything.
You guys need to sit down and talk. You really do.
Thanksgiving's the big holiday in our family.
And when you met Freddie,
Yes.
You say you met him as a friend.
Yes.
Where'd you meet him?
We did the movie I Know What You Did last time we were together.
Right. No sex during that.
No sex during that.
You had a boyfriend during that, didn't you?
I was seeing someone off and on, but nothing like.
And
super,
he was living with somebody.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
seriously involved.
Who was he living with?
He had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, she used to be in General Hospital.
Oh, yeah?
Who's that, Ryan Philippe?
Yes, Ryan Felipe was Freddie's girlfriend. And
Yeah, Ryan Philippe?
Yeah, she's pretty, that Ryan Philippe.
Was that a guy?
Yeah.
All right. So you meet him, not attracted to him?
no, we were just good friends.
I don't get that. I think a girl knows in 5 minutes.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I think I used to think that, but I was wrong. So
So at what point do you get an attraction for the guy? Because at what point are you going to get attracted to me?
The other thing that's kind of funny is that Howard and his narcissistic stupors, it's like he pretends, he hallucinates to know better than the people he's interviewing about their experiences and their thoughts and feelings. I mean, that is kind of funny. You got to hand him that. Like, the goofery is really kind of off the charts in every category.
Me is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, how long do you have to wait?
Well, let's see. Freddie had to wait to be single, so
You don't look at other men and get attracted at all?
not lately. Not since we know.
Yeah.
Not even in this room?
There's a lot of hot man flesh in
you
here.
haven't been in a room
just
like
Scooby,
this.
just the dog.
You should smell back here.
I can't smell anything. My nose is too stuffed.
Now, tell me one thing, though. I always read little things about you and Susan Lucci
What about it?
not getting along. What is that all about?
You know, what happened? What was that, during the soap days?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Sometimes, when you work together with people, you know what it's like. You work in a enclosed, really, close environment. Sometimes
I know, smell Benji.
sometimes things just happen, but they get quite blown out of proportion.
Yeah, but you don't have a lot of nice things to say about her.
I don't have any bad things to say.
I think it sounds like me and Fred. I don't really have many good things to say about him, to be honest with you. I mean, the close quarters.
And look how they're just always pushing just negativity. They're always trying to cause some kind of scandal, make someone say something negative to create a situation. And it's always on the negative side. It's never for positivity or good.
Every day, day in and day out.
But was she not nice? Was she not supportive? Was she not helpful? Did she make your life hard? Is that the reason you didn't do the show?
How the traumatic. Oh, my goodness.
What happened between you and Susan Lucci, really?
Just some people aren't meant to work close together.
She's a bitch.
We weren't meant to work close together.
What would she do? Was she abusive because you were the young kid starting out? Was she jealous of your youth and beauty?
You know what? I don't comment.
Your young skin that doesn't have to be pulled back every 10 minutes at a plastic surgeon's
That's right.
office?
You who can be photographed from any side,
Yes.
any light.
You who are young
Guys
and
are making
precious.
me weep with this music.
You were 11.
When I was 9 on All My
and she was
Children.
50. How'd you get that gig on All My Children? Your parents push you into that?
No, it was all me. It was all me. My mom kept wanting me to quit. She wanted me to concentrate on school.
Your mom wants you to get married?
Yeah.
What a loser move school would have been.
Yeah, seriously. Could you imagine? I've been driving a taxi cab like everyone else with Harvard degrees these days.
So how did you get romantic with Freddie? All of a sudden you were just hanging out and he was
He
with
says
her?
that I chased him, but that's not how it happened.
What happened?
We went to dinner one night. We were supposed to go out with a friend of ours, and she didn't show up, which he swears that she was never coming in, and I set the whole thing up, which is not true.
Right.
And we went to dinner, and then all of a sudden it was one of those things where...
What were you wearing?
What was I wearing? I was wearing... God, I'm looking if I can remember what I ate for dinner last night.
But let me ask you something. I mean, you were interested.
Did it take a lot of time to get dressed? Did you think about what you're going to wear?
I did. I mean, I think I did. I did
Yeah,
that
she
day.
wanted him.
Yeah.
I probably did somewhere. I did.
You know, see, I'm not 100% sure she's part of the Satanic Illuminati cabal. I mean, her shows, like, again, they just actually apparently canceled the Hulu reboot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is kind of a weird move, right? Like, if you want to promote, you know, Satanism, the occult, all of this, why? I mean, that seems like a good platform to do that through, and I discussed in the previous episode on what was going on, what the possible theories, whether that was going on in season 1 versus the later seasons after it already became popular and it might have been co-opted by the corrupt powers that be at that point. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. This is June 2002.
But I got him, so it was all good.
You went out to dinner with him, and then what, you start making out after dinner?
Pretty much.
Oh, really?
Pretty much.
Did you talk about it first? Did you say, hey, I think I'm attracted to you?
No, it just sort of happened.
Would you wear a little miniskirt?
No, I think I wore pants. I'm not much of a skirt girl.
No?
Those skirts
Got a nice body.
killed me, though.
You got nice legs. I saw a picture of you in the paper in a little miniskirt. You look nice.
All boobs and miniskirt in that movie. That was a little hard for
What
me.
about you? Would you ever get the boobie implants?
Never. I don't get it. I don't want these big, you know, dude, if the flood comes, yeah, I'll be buoyant and all, but...
How do you look naked, though? Are they nice?
They're nice. They're good. They're firm. They're up high. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. I don't know, that's all.
I answered.
And you're doing everything for Freddie in bed, huh? You're satisfying him totally.
Yes.
Bukkake, anal, Dirty Sanchez, everything. The whole gamut.
Hey, I brought my Scooby with me.
I wonder what's going on there.
He seems very happy.
Freddie's Mexican. He probably demands all that.
Oh,
right?
stop it.
Well, yeah.
He's Puerto Rican.
A dirty.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, let's get that right. He's Puerto Rican.
Oh, he's Puerto Rican.
1/8 Puerto Rican.
Big difference.
Hey, there are.
Is what he is. Hardly.
We're all human beings, is my point. I mean,
It's almost like Howard Stern is like the most anti-spiritual entity that was ever imagined. Like, he wants to just put all of his energy and time into the most profane, the most spiritually profane dialogue possible.
what are we talking about here?
You brought it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is he large?
What?
Is Freddie large?
I have no complaints.
That doesn't mean he's large. I wonder if he's big down there.
No, what disturbs me is the fact that Howard's obviously given this a lot of thought. Now, is it really Freddie you're interested in and not me?
No, I'm interested in what goes on. Have you guys ever made home porno? Do you ever do any of the, you ever, get out the video camera and do a little home porno?
No.
I'm working into that with my girlfriend. We're talking about
Yeah,
doing
but you know what's going to happen?
Where's it gonna
No,
be sold?
but it's going to be sold. That's what's going to
No,
happen.
it's not. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna watch it and then erase it.
And then someone's going to get it, and you're going to
No.
go, oh, you know, we
That's
didn't.
right. You thought you were racist.
No, what we're gonna do,
That's what's gonna happen.
I know exactly what's
But
gonna
look what
happen.
happens to everyone else that makes them. Look at all Pammy's videos out there.
Yeah, because she wanted him out there. When you don't erase, that means you want him out there.
That's her career.
Yeah, I've erased. I've done stuff with a camera.
One of these days, you know, with a little wine, you might forget.
No, I ain't forgetting anything. Believe me,
You're
when you
gonna
got an
bring it-
ass
when
like
you-
mine, you don't forget.
You go to Blockbuster, you return the wrong tape, the next thing you know.
God
I mean,
forbid.
seriously, it could happen.
No, it's not
On
going to
the
happen.
internet with you.
It's like a Three's Company episode.
I don't understand something. You would do Buffy the Vampire Slayer and shoot Scooby-Doo at the same time?
I would do 2 weeks in L.A., 2 weeks in Australia, 2 weeks in L.A.
Wow.
2 weeks in Australia.
Wow.
How long does it take to fly from L.A. to Australia?
About as long as it took me to get through the Midtown Tunnel coming in on Sunday night. Let's see how long. I think it's like 17 hours all told to get up there.
Do they send a jet for you, or do you just fly commercial?
I like to fly commercial. I don't like private jets.
Why?
Because here's my thing. Like, in the beginning, I thought, oh, wow, when you get famous, private jets are so great. But, you know, they're small, and the seats don't lay back. Like, they're not beds. There's not ever that much food. I think flying commercial
Yes, there is.
Not
Well,
really.
for Artie, there was a lot.
A lot
Really?
of food on those
It
jets.
depends what you order.
But, see, I like flying commercial because you get all the movies, and those seats, those great bed seats, those things are good.
You have a private jet, you bring your own movies. You bring all kinds of videotapes.
Yeah, but you got to remember to pack that. But the seats are always so cramped. The whole cast flew down to Mexico for a weekend to do this thing for the movie, and they flew us on a private jet, and we literally all sat like this.
Right.
It was too cramped.
So
I'm with you.
Yeah. I mean, Qantas, man. Qantas has got some good seats.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would fly down there to Australia and do 2 weeks, and then you'd fly back and do another 2 weeks.
Yep.
So you're real motivated.
No jet lag? Oh, boy.
I think it was too quick. I got jet lag when I finally stopped.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of when it happens. But Australia's like, it's a whole completely different day. I think you're actually past jet lag at that point.
Right.
And it was fun. And also it was great because I never get a chance to go to the movies. And Qantas gets all the good movies. So I was able to catch up on my movie watching.
You look good when your mouth moves. Looks good. I like it. I like your lips and teeth. Don't get married.
My dentist will thank you.
Hey, you got good teeth.
Thank you. Mark Lowenberg.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get married, what does that mean to you?
Because she should be on the market a little. You need to have a little more fun,
You're not
baby.
going to get her. You're
Oh,
busy.
I might get her.
You're busy
She
with
could get
your
very drunk.
girlfriend.
Oh, my girlfriend will probably break up with me after today.
Era Howard, this is Beth's friend,
Teddy Kennedy. What is it?
Hey, Howard, can I ask, Sarah?
You know what else is kind of crazy? That his girlfriend was with him through all of this. Or even his first wife or whatever. That's kind of crazy. Like, what goes through your head if you're married? Well, first of all, I don't know who would marry this individual, for lack of a better word. I don't know. Piece of filth seems pretty accurate. But, like, let's say for whatever reason you did, and then you're listening to the radio show day in, day out. How do you stay married or stay with somebody who does a show like this?
Question.
Go ahead.
When you met Freddie, is the reason why you fell in love with him because he forced you to eat once or something?
What?
He broke into broke into your house.
Oh, that story that was in the tabloids.
Yeah, is that true?
No.
You're so anorexic that Freddie...
That Freddie had to save me with food.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you again about the food. This always comes up. Ask anyone. I love food. I don't really like junk food, though. I like food. Like, give me a steak.
Right.
I'm a carnivore. Give me that kind of stuff.
What goes on at the Scooby-Doo premiere? Like, there was a lot of famous people there, right? A lot of people showed up with their kids?
A little bit. It was really early in the morning. It was like 11 a.m. on a Saturday, and a lot of people don't get up that early, we found out.
Oh, yeah, why would they hold a premiere at 11
Because
a.m.?
it was really for kids. It was cute. They did a big carnival. They had, like, adopt a dog. My friends, two of my friends took home dogs. They had, like, make your own ice cream sundaes. And
Have you seen the movie?
I did.
Do you like it?
I do. It's fun. It's like you'll go and you'll have a really good time.
So why is the review getting so trashed?
Look at your movie. Your movie made $1 trillion. One of my favorite movies, by the way.
My movie was reviewed incredibly well.
Was it?
Yeah, I got incredible.
Does anybody buy that? Sarah, I'm assuming she's referring to Private Parts. Although, how many movies did Stern make? I actually haven't seen that garbage. People say it was good, though. Well, back then they did. How degenerate was he in the early 90s, though? Has anybody listened to him back then? I think mid-90s is, yeah, because that came out... So he started... Wait, did he only start in 94? Okay, so he was on maybe his own show, but he was on the radio prior to that as well. So let's see. So he did... So he was a TV commentator in Rider PI, 1986. He was in the TV special Richard Lewis on Doom, 1990. And Private Parts was actually all the way in 97. Wow, for some reason I thought it was earlier. Okay. All right.
Reviews. I did. Ask Robin.
Yeah, you did. Did you really?
What's your point?
Yeah.
I take it back. I've seen Private Parts probably 30 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I have.
I'm a terrific
I
actor.
watch it when it's on cable. I'm all, oh, look, Private Parts. Put it on.
Huh.
I'm not, this is not a movie for reviewers. It's a movie for kids to go and have a good time.
And it's good, and the effect of the dog is
The
good?
dog is great.
Yeah, kids will like it.
Kids will like it. And, I wear a lot of short skirts. There's a lot of cleavage.
That's
There's stuff for the older guys.
I'll take that.
Good.
I'll take that.
It's all good.
You know you're going to go see this movie.
You know Howard's going to go.
I'll go because you're in it.
It's another food question.
No. I'll tell you, I was a fan of Scooby-Doo when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And my kids love Scooby-Doo. It's huge for
Right.
kids.
Yeah. What's your point?
So I can't wait.
I don't know why I came in here to say that.
I can't wait to bring my kid, and then so I can get to stare at Sarah.
There you go. See, the kids can watch the movie, and then you can watch me. It works out perfectly.
You wearing panties right now?
Yes, I am.
Sometimes it's hard for me to think of you sexually.
She's hot.
Because you're like a young girl to me.
Oh.
Well,
You're
thank
like
you.
Buffy.
Oh, I
You like Buffy. You do look much younger than 25.
Thank you.
Look
Are the
kind of
breasts real?
kinky. Yeah, the breasts are real.
Yeah?
She doesn't have implants.
Take it easy, John.
What do you want, Casey?
Hey, Howard, I got a question. You know in Cruel Intentions where she does that scene with the other broad that's really hot?
Right, they make
Selma
out.
Blair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made out with her?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Completely. Selma's hot.
Did you ever make it with a girl in your private life?
No, just on television. So, just in television and movies. There was Selma. Then there was Lindsay Sloan, my friend that came to see you on Grosse Pointe.
Do you ever rehearse, like with a girl, and like get into it a little bit?
Yeah, you don't make the first kiss an on-camera kiss.
Selma and I totally did. We did in front of 300 people in Central Park.
Sometimes I wonder if you're like a dirty little girl who's got a clean-cut image, or do you ever get really down and dirty? I just wonder what your story is.
From Freddie, I got the impression she's a dirty little girl.
Do you dress up in outfits for him?
That was a pretty weird laugh from Sarah.
What kind of outfit?
Well, like lingerie, maybe like stockings.
Of course, lingerie. I love lingerie.
Really?
You ever relax and do some coke?
No.
You won't do coke?
No. No drugs. No drugs.
If I tie you up and force it into your nose, you're going to do it.
I'm still not going to do it.
Like Freddie with
You
the
are.
food.
Hey, Howard, can I ask you one more?
Force.
I mean, the amount of jokes Howard makes about just exercising violence to violate a woman's will is pretty weird.
Coke on her.
I want to save your life. Do some
Drugs,
coke.
I say.
Do you drink?
Drugs. Yes, I drink.
You do?
Yeah.
Smoke a little weed?
Nope.
What?
Mm-mm.
Give me a wink if you do.
Nope.
I think you smoke a little weed.
No. I don't like anything that makes you hungry and paranoid. Those are two things, I don't need to be it.
Ever do ludes?
Nope.
Hash oil?
Nope.
Mushrooms?
Oil.
No.
Oh, my God.
For me, breathing makes me hungry and paranoid.
PCP?
I've never done drugs.
Do you take Prozac or anything?
No, I don't.
Would
It
you
might be
if you
fun,
were
though.
her?
Could I ask her a question? This is a rumor.
Go ahead.
Is it true that Freddie once, when he was sleeping, he punched you in the eye, gave you a black eye?
The hugest shiner you've ever freaking seen, just across the side of
Now,
my
was he
face.
really sleeping?
No, that happened
Or
with
was I
me.
asking
That
for
happened
it?
with me and my girlfriend.
Well, you had on a cast.
I had a cast. I smacked her with a cast. I didn't know.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
didn't know.
God.
I'm asleep.
I woke up. I remember he hit me in the middle of the night, and I woke up. I was like, "Ow, God!" You can curse, right? Can't you on this show?
Say, God
That's
damn it.
great. God damn it, you hit me. And he's all, "No, I didn't." Went back to sleep. I fell back to sleep. I woke up the next morning, and we were having a breakfast brunch with a bunch of my friends. I looked in the mirror, and just on the right side of my face, just black and purple and like raised. It was
That's hot.
Oh, dear.
I like
pretty
that.
nasty.
Did he say, you tell your friend you fell down the steps? You tell your friend you fell down the steps, Sarah.
Walked into a door.
Miss Gellar.
Put on your
Told my
burqa.
friends I was asking for it.
Yeah, once in my sleep, I accidentally shot a girl because I sleep with a gun under my pillow.
Who thinks Howard is joking about all of this? Because, I mean, how much of a deviant mind do you have to even come up with some of these ideas? Like, would anybody actually be surprised if it came out in the future at some point that Stern was like some kind of Crowley individual who's done all this stuff? Now, obviously, I'm not claiming anything is true or untrue. This is MINDSHOCK. The motto, of course, here is the only thing we know for sure is that we don't know anything for sure.
My girlfriend, Miss Gellar,
That's why you
is very
shouldn't live in
clumsy.
New York anymore.
Right. So you don't have a little apartment here in New York?
I don't anymore. I
Gave
had to
it
give it
up?
up. I had a great rent-controlled apartment, $1,200 a month.
And they found you.
How many bedrooms?
2 bedrooms with a converted den.
Oh, my
2
God.
bathrooms. And
Where was this?
And a garage spot.
Where was this?
77th and 1st.
Wow.
You're kidding.
And then I was trying to keep it up, and I moved to California trying to keep them both up, and the board sort of figured out what I was doing, and I really couldn't afford both anymore. And then I think it was like a month later I got Buffy.
Yeah, and now you're making some big bucks on Buffy, right?
I'm doing okay.
Why do you say that?
I'm not making any friends, though.
What do you get an episode? I'm surprised you're not, though. I mean, you're carrying the show. I mean, you're the reason.
Could you call, actually,
No,
could you call,
I mean,
could you
but
call
what-
them and tell them? No, I'm not joking.
You don't get $500,000 an
You're
episode?
not making good
No?
money?
You don't make...
I make good money. I'm not complaining, but I could make more.
You make $200 an episode? At least.
You know what I
You
read?
don't?
I read in the paper, Howard.
Gotta be kidding me.
6 figures per episode?
And are you blonde all over? Go ahead, answer Robin's question first.
Everybody knows I'm not a blonde. Come on.
I don't know anything.
I'm my children. I'm a brunette.
You shave completely?
Wax.
Everything.
That
Oh, you're bald.
Brazilian thing, huh?
Ay vey, you must look like a little baby when you're in bed.
Oh, disgracia.
But do you make 6 figures an episode?
She makes 80 G's an episode. I read that.
Is that right?
No kidding.
I'm not
Gee, I thought you were much higher paid than that.
I'm telling, call my bosses. I'm not kidding.
80 grand an episode.
I'm not saying I make 80. I'm not saying what I make, but I mean.
Are you shocked? You know
compared to
about
what
this.
I thought.
That's shocking. That's a hit show. It's been on forever.
According to our research, she makes between $100,000 and $150,000 an episode.
So what's that work out a year? How many episodes do you shoot? 20?
22.
22 times 100. That's $90 million.
That's $90 million a year. I'm the Olsen twins.
What's that, $2.5 million?
Yeah, about $2.5.
You know, I'm kind of shocked, actually, because while $2.5 million is great.
That's good money, but...
But in the world of TV to have a hit...
do you have a hit show?
Would you sign a 10-year pact?
When I signed in blood, I should have known something was wrong.
Yeah, see, jokes like that, if it's a joke, I mean, that's just a weird thing to say.
That show isn't... If you're not in there, that show's not in place.
Call him. I'm not kidding.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's my job. I think your agent's supposed to do that.
Who is your agent?
You know what I would do? I would move into the Friends apartment.
There you go.
I'm ready. I'll move in.
That comes with $1 million.
Seriously, Monica, move over. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Who do you think's worth more, her or Freddie?
Freddie.
No.
Fred Norris?
Freddie Prinze? Freddie Prinze Jr.? You
It's kind of even hard just to listen to this whole interview. I mean, it's just so vapid. It is so vapid, profane, and devoid of any moral worth of any kind. And it's, again, is that by design? Because there's plenty of, just dumb, superficial interviews, but this takes it to not a whole nother level up. This lowers it to such a level you have to ask the question, is the purpose of this all satanic?
think he's worth more than her?
Yes.
No way.
No, I think his comic
so.
book collection is worth more than.
His comic book collection's worth more than a lot.
First of all, Freddie's not all that motivated. The guy doesn't, he'll take one movie a year.
He works all the time. He's got his father's money.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
How long's that Buffy been on?
What do you think your
7
husband,
years.
your fiance is worth? Did you ever think about it?
He's priceless.
No, come on. What do you think he's worth financially? Do you think he's worth more than you? Have you ever had that discussion?
I think he's priceless.
Don't kid around with me here. This is serious. I'm trying to help you.
Serious helping me.
No, so do you think he's worth more than you?
I don't know.
Does he got over 20 million?
In Puerto Rico, he is. Puerto Rico is like the Sultan of Brunei.
Yeah, but you got between 4 and 6 million for Scooby-Doo. It was reported. That's a nice hunk of dough.
No, I did not make that for
Absolutely
Scooby-Doo. Are you
did.
crazy?
It's in the newspaper.
Go read Entertainment. I did not make. I will tell you right now, I didn't make close to that for Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Howard, I
Good
guarantee she gets back end points in that Buffy.
Yeah.
I don't. I promise you, in Buffy, I do
I don't
not.
think in Buffy she does. They got her over the barrel
But
because they signed her when she was off a soap opera.
All right, so do you make a lot of money for the endorsement deal?
Oh, for Maybelline?
Yeah.
I do nicely for Maybelline.
Yeah, that's where you make money.
I do nicely for Maybelline.
I'll tell you what she gets for that.
I'll
tell you what she gets for that. About $2 million, and all she has to do is shoot about 8-9 days a year.
That's good.
See, Howard, when Freddie was in here, you asked him, and he said, no, Sarah makes way more than that.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't believe it.
I believe it.
I believe
he makes more in movies than I do. He's worth more in films.
He is hiding his money already.
And there's no.
You know what else is kind of weird? Isn't Freddie Prinze Jr. kind of viewed upon as relatively squeaky clean? Which is kind of, if you're a police detective and someone's right in the middle of, mafiosos all the time, and they apparently appear super squeaky clean, would that lead you to raise an eyebrow? Again, I do not claim anything is true or untrue. But, perhaps some would view that, as kind of weird. His father was a stand-up comedian, Freddie Prinze. Pretty connected in the industry. Okay. Okay, well, here we go. He died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Also somewhat involved with the WWE. I didn't really realize that. He had some kind of storylines. He was a guest host. Huh, weird. Didn't know any of that. Huh.
Freddie Prinze Sr. money. I don't think he got.
Sure
a
he
lot
did.
Of money.
She going to man.
She going to man money.
Oh, yeah, but there was.
Well, probably the mother spent it all.
No.
No, Howard, take that back.
Looking
What do you
good.
mean?
Take that back. That's not nice.
I don't know. What do you mean it's not nice? I don't know his mother.
So you shouldn't say things like that if you don't.
What, you don't think raising a kid and all those years she probably spent the money? I don't mean that in a negative way.
Okay.
That's not a negative
Well,
statement.
then you clarified that, and it's not a negative
all right.
statement. Then I take that back.
Oh, you must know something about the mother I don't.
She's an angel.
I'm defending my future mother-in-law.
Oh, I'm just saying, after all those years, Freddie Prinze Sr. has been dead for 1,000,000 years. You go through all that money.
All I know is Sarah is looking good.
He's still making money, isn't he?
No. Freddie Prinze Sr.?
I don't think. I mean, they didn't have residuals back in
No, they didn't have.
1970. I don't
No,
think.
they didn't.
I remember reading about Freddie Prinze Sr. when we interviewed Junior, and I don't think there was a lot of money from his dad.
Never mind that. You shave completely?
Wax, Howard, wax.
Wax.
You wax completely, but doesn't some of it grow back in before you can wax again?
But who has to wax her? Who gets to do that?
Yeah, where do you go?
Freddie?
Well, where do you go? Do you get a Brazilian wax where, even the butt and everything gets waxed?
I've done that.
You have.
The butt wax.
But you don't have a lot of hair back there. No, I didn't think so.
But those women look for hair. They go searching.
They look for it, man. I'll tell you. They like their job, because you would not see me doing that.
Naked, you must look so young, like a child.
This chick is sexy as hell, man.
What a freaking weirdo. What a weirdo.
Oh, my God.
It's good for my ego to come here. My goodness.
What I like to do is I put Buffy on with the mute on, and I put the Allman Brothers on.
Is that right?
The Allman Brothers?
Yeah, I put the Eat a Peach album on, and I watch you guys.
Oh, he's a weird dude.
He's a strange.
Well, I'm straight. I don't like listening to
So
the show.
you don't dress up. So you dress up for you dress up in outfits. You won't bring other chicks into the bed. You probably don't do anal. I'm getting a vibe. But you're good at oral, I bet. What part of this do I have wrong? Would you ever screw around with toys in bed with Artie? With
Artie?
Freddie?
No.
With Artie, no.
Personal.
No, for Freddie, would you ever use vibrators and stuff?
I love your sound effects. I have to say, they're great.
You won't do that kind of stuff.
I didn't answer. Taking the fifth.
Do you like to get handcuffed or tied up?
I'm taking the fifth.
Oh, that's a yes.
I'm taking the fifth.
Do you recognize Fred Norris? He was in Cruel Intentions.
He was. He got cut. Didn't you get cut?
Yeah.
I might have been.
Didn't you get cut?
I think I was in it for 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm proud of that movie. That's a good movie.
Fred's real proud of it, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
All
good
3
movie.
seconds of the fact that he was in.
Hey, come on. It was a good movie.
I like that movie.
What is it?
That's it's sort of like a takeoff on what was that?
Les Liaisons.
Yes.
Dangerous Liaisons.
French? It's French stuff?
No, it's
Dangerous Liaisons was what it was here.
Oh.
So it sounds like you're in good shape. Love Buffy. Haven't seen Scooby-Doo yet, but I'll bring the kid.
Going this weekend?
This weekend or next weekend.
Why
I'm
not
sure.
this weekend? You got to help with our box office.
Well, because we have a very busy schedule this weekend, actually. But maybe I'll call this weekend.
It's Father's
hurt.
Day.
It's Father's Day Sunday.
Do this whole Father's Day weekend thing.
My daughter told me she doesn't want to go to the movies this week. She just wants to hang out and watch a movie in the apartment.
Is that right?
That's the word I got.
That's nice.
That's what she told me.
Okay.
All right, maybe we'll go.
Can you get a print of Scooby-Doo up to the apartment?
It's fine. I won't take it personally.
I got a feeling it's a Mary Kate and Ashley weekend. I think I'm going to be doing that marathon.
Oh, dear.
Hey, that could be like a 3-day marathon. They have a lot of movies.
I
And
might be numb.
Games. They have video games.
They have everything. You look hot. You look
Thank
hot
you.
as hell. I wish you luck on Scooby-Doo.
Thank you.
What else? I like your fiance.
Congratulations
Thank you.
on your engagement.
Thank you.
He's a
Haven't
good
seen her
guy.
since then.
And maybe you and Freddie and me, John and Rebecca, and
Who?
David was there that night, too, wasn't he? Wasn't Spade there that night?
no
Yeah,
Spade.
but
He was. Oh, no, night more.
Spade ruined
was on
it.
the
That
out now.
wasn't the
He ruined
Spade
it.
night with
He
Last
was. Spade was there.
Yeah.
Oh, that night.
That
Yeah.
night. I thought that's why you said John and Rebecca, because they were all there that night at
No,
church.
I'm talking about when John and Rebecca come to my apartment. You and Freddie ought to come over. Drink a little wine. See what happens. Dance. A little music on.
You and Freddie, Artie, and Dana will all come over.
It'll be a party.
Everyone likes to take their clothes off and dance.
Yeah.
No wonder why it's always so hot in Howard's apartment.
That's right. He
Howard,
keeps
why do you keep the heat on in the
heat
middle of the
very
summer?
high.
Will you ever do like a little strip tease for Freddie Prinze? Like, will you ever like dance around for him and stuff?
I'm taking the fifth on all of these.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you?
You
What's
won't
the
do
matter
that?
with me?
You won't do
I
that for
didn't
your
say I
man?
wouldn't. I just said I wouldn't tell you.
Why not? Who am I? What am I, a horrible person?
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing I mentioned in episode 1. It seems like he accurately calls himself out. So it's not even Freudian slips. There's intentional reveals about himself, which is also kind of curious.
I don't think it's you. It might be all the listeners right now. You have like the highest, I mean, you have the most viewers of anyone I know on radio.
Freddie told us that you use birth control and not rubbers. That's what he told us.
Is that what he told you?
That's what he told us.
You remember that.
So
Notice what he remembers from the
I do
interview.
remember that, actually.
See, that's a good chick.
Freddie's a good interview. He tells me everything.
Oh, he's hysterical.
My goodness, what else did he tell you?
He told me everything.
Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh.
Well, anyway, Fred just dropped all his stuff. The movie's called Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
I'm going to go over this weekend, check it out. It's, what do you have to act and pretend like Scooby's in the room when you do this kind of movie?
Yeah. We had a dwarf who would do all the, what do you, little person, dwarf is the proper
Midget.
name, right? Yeah. No, but I think dwarf is proper.
Right. Midget is the one they don't like.
It's funny to say we had a dwarf do it, though.
But we had a dwarf do it.
So a dwarf...
You know, Snow White and her.
And the little seven of them, yeah.
So the dwarf stands there, pretends to be Scooby-Doo, and then
in
they
a Scooby outfit.
And they somehow erase him?
No, he does it for rehearsal, so you sort of have an idea of where he is. And then when you shoot, you just have to remember where it was.
That's a lot of crap to remember.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And dialogue on top of it. It's a rough job. It's why we get paid so well, you know.
Yeah.
Do you spend most of your day, when you're shooting Buffy, do you spend most of your day memorizing dialogue?
Most of it.
You do, right?
Most of it.
But then also there are the moves. Everything's choreographed. You got to remember all that, right?
Yeah, that sometimes that confuses me. You'll just see me in the middle of a fight scene, just totally forget, and then all of a sudden I just get hit. I'm like, oh, right, I'm supposed to duck there.
Do you know how to do karate for real?
Taekwondo is what I studied.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You got your black belt?
It's a shame we never got the Steven Seagal, Sarah Michelle Gellar crossover. That could have been interesting.
I'm my brown belt. Richard Chun, 86th Street, on the east side, above all the old Crazy Eddies.
Do you ever fight another person, like legitimately?
Just in film and
Did
television.
you ever use it in your real life?
No.
What?
You know that I was looking through the notes. Sarah had to take a special 3-week course to learn how to fight less good than Buffy for Scooby.
Really?
How to do all the wire work, yeah. Hong Kong
Because you're
wires.
too good at it.
Well, also, I didn't know the wires. There was also that whole language barrier thing. That's rough when people don't speak English and you're trying to learn moves. That was kind of rough.
You look cute as hell. I can't concentrate on what you're saying.
Sorry.
All right, let's take a break. I want to thank Sarah Michelle Gellar. A lot of people don't know your name is Gellar. Scooby-Doo is the movie opening today in theaters everywhere. She's about to be married to Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes,
Will you take the
they'll be
Freddie?
a big Hollywood couple.
Will you change your name to Prinze?
Gellar Prinze.
Gellar Prinze.
Will you be Gellar Prinze?
I'm going to make up a whole new name. No, for working purposes, I'm going to keep my name because I think it's silly to confuse people and all of a sudden change your name. But in our personal life, yeah.
Right.
Sarah Michelle Prinze. See?
Or Sarah Michelle Gellar Jr.
Now, how many kids are we going to have? Have we talked about that?
If it was up to Freddie, it would be like a bushel. It would be like a litter.
Yeah, well, don't ruin your body that way, baby.
Yeah, a couple. Three, 2 or 3.
Yeah?
2 or 3.
Oh, that's nice.
What, you got a big house together? How many bedrooms?
How many bedrooms? Like 4?
What is it, about $2 million, that house? What'd you spend on it?
$2 million.
I don't know.
Got a pool?
Yes. We have a jacuzzi, too, an outdoor jacuzzi.
When I get to L.A., you ought to invite me over. Let me look things over.
Okay.
See what's doing.
Okay.
You gonna
report back.
You're going to do the whole L.A. thing? You're going to adopt a black kid?
This part gets really weird. South to West saying Stern is a twisted dude. That is entirely too kind of a description.
Hello there, Miss Gellar.
Hello, Mama Gellar.
No, you got to... No.
Come here, Mammy.
My name is Jamal Gellar.
Season 2 of the Buffy.
Hi there, Sarah. This is Steven Spielberg. Want to come over and have your black children play with my black children?
Mama, we got to do
dates.
it.
Can my black
Me,
child-
you, the Cruises, Tom Cruise.
Can I play with your Puerto Rican husband?
Bring your Puerto Rican husband and all your black kids over here. We have a whole thing going on.
And take a picture. We want to prove this happened.
You going to adopt black or no?
No, I think are you supposed to adopt Asian girls because they have the band and they always want boys. So that's what you have to do.
I could be Asian.
Yeah.
Why don't you just try out my black kid for a day, see if you like it. And if you like it, you can get one of your own.
I mean, that's just one of the weirdest things to say, isn't it? Like, what does he mean by that?
What Steven does, he sends his black kids
Yes.
over.
In fact, our black kids just went over to Susan Sarandon's house to see how she likes it.
Daddy, there's no movie theater at Miss Gellar's house. I want to come back home.
Hey, we have a screening room. Don't knock
Oh, you
that.
do?
We
You got the screening
we
room.
have the screening room.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Is it a projection room?
Yeah, it's cool. It has one of those buttons where it was in the house when we bought it. It has a button you press and all these like blackout shades come down and then the movie screen comes
This is
on.
Steven Spielberg. We have a screening. We have 2 screening rooms, one for the black children, one for the other children. And you should get some black kids. It saves on lawn work. It's like having built-in security.
Oh, no, they get actual chores
Yes,
at the Spielberg
my
house.
kids double as my security
No way.
team.
Spielberg's kids don't do chores.
I've got a 400-pound black kid.
That's not right.
He's doing security. He works the door.
Don't make me
At
laugh
the screening room.
At the house, he works the
Yeah,
door.
we practice at the screening room. He works the door.
Those Asian girls can sew.
Sorry, Mr. Spielberg, busy now. Dad, you busy, right?
Artie's
I'm
saying...
going to die in the middle of this interview because
Artie is saying that Sarah Michelle is going to get Asian kids and create a sweatshop in
Right.
Those girls can sew.
I mean, one has to really wonder what they were doing with all of those that were adopted, right? It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'll let you out of here. What are you doing the rest of the day?
I have to fly home.
Oh, you're flying back to L.A.?
Flying home.
Really? This
Saving
is
the best for last.
Thank you for coming
Saving
in
the
here.
best for last.
I know that probably there's a lot of trepidation coming in here and a lot of discussion before you come in here, but you're one of the brave stars who do come in, and we appreciate
I
it.
love your show. What are you guys talking
Thank
about?
you. Thank
My
you.
driver's night every morning we got it turned on.
Well, we love that about you. And say hello to Allison Hannigan.
I will.
Who I know you have trouble with in your personal life.
What?
Yeah, that's right. They're at war.
Huge war. Apparently no one told me about it. But, you know, it's all good.
No, their house, by the way, was $2.2 million. I read it in the paper.
Okay.
Yeah, I know everything.
My goodness. You do. I got to be worried. I got to do some more research before I go.
I know everything. All right, listen. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Scooby-Doo, opening today in theaters everywhere, and we will be back with the news, and Modi's going to come in and join us for the news.
All right.
And coming soon, David Arquette, Sandra Bernhard, Kathy Griffin, and the new porcelain bidet from Son of the Beach.
What's her name again?
How should I know?
Oh.
No, it's Amy Weber, of course, and that'll happening soon, right after these words.
We're going to do a tribute.
So, yeah, I mean, that was even worse than the video broadcast on E. Wow. I mean, wow. What is there left to say about that? Can this all be dismissed as just some random scumbag's ramblings? I'm not sure it can, and I think it actually might be part of a grand agenda in demoralizing the entire population and descending the populace into just an extremely negative frame of mind through all of this degeneracy that Stern is pushing. Just absolute degeneracy. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that this is just innocent not innocent, but these are just random ramblings. I mean, this guy's either clearly disturbed or carrying out some kind of agenda to collapse civilization, and it might all be by design. We will continue examining plenty more that are just downright mind-shocking. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. If you want to help support the podcast, help logic and reason return to a world where it's quickly going extinct, you can donate to our PayPal. Check the link in the description. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Patreon. And this is Bruce McGuire signing off. Catch you guys next time.